Greetings, friends! Welcome back for another episode of Mercenaries of Mischief, and welcome back to our sponsors, Hero Forge! But before we jump into the action, let's see if Puck has any announcements for us today. Puck?
Hello. I'm out of the deep. I'm back to normal. Welcome, everyone. Some announcements for today, starting with attendance. First, we have David Mason. Then we have Skylar. Then we have Wanderer Jiren, Cretus, James Marte, Ryle Grimrick, Larissa Quill, Grilka, Axel, and Alexis Vernon. Thank you all for joining us today. Please sign in at the check-in desk. Regularly scheduled programming for us this week. We've got Mercenaries of Mischief today. We've got Trashbin. We're going to play some Overwatch on Trashbin on Tuesday, so you want to check that out on our Trashbin Twitch channel. And you'll want to tune in for more Class Trip on Wednesday and follow Class Alpha in their continued exploits. And then tune into our Trashbin YouTube channel. I'm sending you guys all over the internet for our continued Fire Emblem Three Houses playthrough. Where we play Fire Emblem Three Houses. I only killed one person and I won all the battles this week. So
you did do very, very well this week. I'm genuinely proud of you.
No story battles, but I won all the battles. And nobody else died other than the DLC NPC nobody cares about. So got back with that. Besides that, that's our announcements for today.
Roll the dice if you dare. Let's go and fight, protect, persuade, deceive. Let your party run free. Enter the world of mercenaries. Mischief, mischief, mischief.
One more little reminder. If you want to have an effect on the story, you can do so with your donations. You can grant us rerolls, ultimate abilities, and if you're feeling frisky, you can grant a post-credit scene. Those post-credit scenes finish up, something crazy happens.
Absolutely.
Don't forget about that.
So, let's get right into it. Don't get me wrong. I know you're only being good. But that's what's wrong. I guess you just misunderstood. Hello and welcome to another episode of Mercenaries of Mischief.
I do not know that right.
It's okay. I like to make them very obscure so people don't know. And then it's like a little treat when they figure it out. So welcome back to the Mercenaries of Mischief. I, of course, am your benevolent Dungeon Master Puck, and I am joined today by these Mercenaries of Mischief who have just unloaded all their emotional baggage, and they're all friends again, maybe, sure. You might have noticed that our dear friend Gilbetta is not currently with us. Gilbetta is feeling a little bit under the weather today. We all wish her well, and send her some good vibes. Wherever you can, and I'm sure we'll see her back again next week. Now then, for the people who are here, starting with acquirer of staffs from crabs, Penn Wright, joining us today. Advocate of non-humans everywhere, Norbog the Hugbear, joining us today as well. She's going through some things, and we'll let you know when that settles out. Lilith Singer's joining us as well. And last but not least, we have Koshano the Quick, newly renewed and excited about his new lease on life, joining us as well. When last we left our heroes, The party had been enjoying a little bit of downtime and doing some boggle hunting. But their lives were flipped, turned upside down. When Vicala Enna arrived at their doorstep of the Avalon Knights Waterdeep Manor House and requested their assistance. This caused a bit of a rift in the party as they discussed what is to be done with this Vicala Enna, this former dragon cult leader who has committed such atrocities and now has shown up on their doorstep claiming to be deposed and asking for assistance. So, after much deliberation, it was decided that the party was going to have a trial for Vicala Enna, and that, should he be found guilty, he will be set to basically be jailed and go through a kind of rehabilitation process at the Avalon Knights Academy. So, once that was all settled out and everyone hugged out their issues, we now join our team 2 days later as the trial for Vicala Enna has commenced. None of our party members are directly involved in it. They've just kind of got to sit and wait. And our dear Gilbetta has gone off to Waterdeep to file the essential paperwork with the Lord's Alliance to ensure that Vicala Enna is able to be tried and held here, leaving the remaining 4 on their own. And we now join them at lunch in Cookie's Crab Shack.
Why exactly does Waterdeep get to decide how we treat prisoners who are put in our care anyways?
They're bigger than we are.
We're growing. Sometimes size doesn't always matter.
I'm
Right?
technically part of the masked lords of Waterdeep. I ask as I take. Aren't we doing this in Awakened Mind? I assume.
I fucking hope so. If you're saying that shit.
I don't know. Don't we? I figured we just always talk like that. As I
Look.
take like some creamer from a crab on the table. Thank you.
The imitation crab.
And
No, it's a.
No,
Crab.
it's a serving
Service
crab.
Oh.
Little waiters.
They got little ties and everything. I bet.
Penn's history. Yeah. So in the head, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't even bring that up. People have all kinds of ways to listening to all kinds of things. Let's keep that inside the war room, yeah?
Well, what are we? I mean, then why else would we answer to Waterdeep? Because fuck Waterdeep.
Exactly. Exactly.
Wait, why? What?
Because they're telling us what to do.
Oh, then yeah, fuck Waterdeep.
And they're not exactly known for supporting the rights of sentient creatures.
I trust Gilbetta. If there's a reason that she knows that we need to go through that avenue, then I believe there's a reason.
No, it's prudent. Like, I'm not arguing with that. It's just bullshit. Perhaps
Unless there's
someone
another.
should do something about it. Perhaps there's some more
She
cutscenes,
might-
something could be done about it.
Koshano's always working that hustle.
I'm sorry, what did you mumble there?
Just perhaps
My own thoughts, you know.
we all want to change the world. I understand.
So, I mean, since she's busy, though, be a rare opportunity to do some secret business that we may not want her to know about, and we may want her to be a surprise.
Gifts?
Raise an undead. Oh wait, I mean yes.
Pen,
I meant
Gifts.
gift shop.
No.
For fuck's sake.
She
Anyway.
leaves for one day, and we're bringing up insurrection against Waterdeep and skeleton armies. Guys.
Wait,
They're
this
kind
is
of one and the
opposed to
same to a degree.
Insurrection.
She would like to kill an undead, right? So that's kind of a gift.
The
Whenever
undead
she's
army
stressed.
could be a gift. Yeah.
It could be a gift. It's a little stress relief.
Should we have her party crashed by an army of undead?
Maybe
Maybe that'll be
the
the bachelorette
reception.
Can they
Okay.
dance?
Although I would like to point out she is only one half of this equation. Would Sharp appreciate it if we crashed her wedding with an undead army?
If we put cat ears on them.
Uh,
I mean, she
Put
no,
cat
not-
ears on all
no.
the skeletons.
If you put dog ears on them, so that she can kill them, that might be more up her alley. Yeah, no, look, she loves a good murder spree as much as anyone.
This sounds like more of a bachelorette party. Who's taking charge of that, by the way?
I think you're her maid of honor, so I think that's you.
Did you not know this?
Did you?
That's coming up. Like,
I think I'm in
Oh.
charge of sharps, though. Do we want to do this as a dual thing, or are we separate? I don't know. We've got time. but-
Yeah.
yeah, look, we've got kind of like we're waiting on things at the moment. Could be a prime opportunity to do a little gift shop. It would be nice to have one goddamn day where we're not dealing with a crisis.
We need to go to bakery.
what is that? What? How?
What do you
I
want
need to
from the
get
bakery?
things. I have to get things ready for the bachelorette party. I don't know how busy they could be with the wedding cakes or the lollipop dicks. I don't know.
I think we got that mixed up. I think the lollipop dicks are more for the bachelorette party.
No, let her talk. Let her talk. I want to see where this goes.
Also, would Gilbetta even be interested in? Whatever.
Yeah, she's not.
Do
too into that
Do you
these
bring
days.
lollipop dicks to the bachelorette party of a lesbian wedding? Is that a faux pas?
You do now.
My mouth is running way faster than I can think. I'm sorry.
So, where are we going shopping for all of these things?
I mean, Waterdeep seems the most obvious. You can buy pretty much anything in Waterdeep.
It's conveniently
You
close.
Buy me a potion to hate Waterdeep less.
I mean, how's
That's
the?
what's called alcohol. Just
Yeah.
drink.
Grab some mead. We've got that here. How
Can
is that Sunforge coming, or more specifically, how is the teleportation circle to your home coming?
I mean, we were gonna send a contingent of students, I believe. So I don't keep up with that paperwork. I can ask.
No.
And then I look over to the spot where there's like an outline of where Gilbetta would be sitting. Oh yeah.
Oh wait, they're gonna have easy access to our home.
Who's
Your-
they? First of all,
Your family, they.
yes, my family, who we set straight, and they're gonna do better now.
No one can really get in or out of the Mage Tower without MT1 letting them
Yeah.
by, unless they wanted to blow the whole thing up. So, like, yeah, look, we probably shouldn't make enemies of them, but everything's on pretty good terms. We did save their entire country.
Plus, it would be nice to have a teleportation circle. If I'm to believe correctly, because of the way the Mage Tower operates, we can. Tell me if I'm overstepping here. But I believe we can, like, keep it open or closed, like, based on, what we're doing.
I mean, MT1's whole thing is to basically operate the Mage Tower, so.
Yeah, it's just a line. Erase the line. It doesn't work anymore. Put the line back. It works again.
Oh, yeah, you can close up the
Magic.
teleportation circle from one side very easily, in my understanding. I've been doing
As
a lot
long
of
as we have
research
security.
on magic in general. I feel like these are things you would know, Mr. Scholar.
I do. I've been reading, but I read more about skeletons and skeletons. Lots
He's
of
had a
skeletons.
busy week with the crabs and all as well.
Yeah, that was weird,
That was very
Hey,
but I love it.
do you ever think of expanding your horizon? Do you think you're a little obsessed with the undead?
I don't know as I look over what's in that cup, Miss Singer.
It's medicine. Calms me.
Mm. Expanding your horizons. You ever thought of taking a glass of milk? Your bones could probably use it.
Oh yes, that's called rum chata. You want to try that? It's got a kick to it.
And no, and he just drinks deeply from his cup of milk.
One day.
One day.
Oh, how far we've progressed from those early days of chaos.
I think
So
we
we going
progressed a
shopping
lot.
or what?
Yes.
What do we want? What are we getting?
Yeah, what do you get?
Are we going in for one gift as like a group? What are we doing?
We should
Oh,
knock out
that's
everything
bullshit.
besides the gift. We should do the bachelorette party along with the gliding gift.
Wait,
What?
we're
Getting
doing
these
the...
supplies will take a while. We don't know how long it's going to take to get things.
Yeah, and I mean, if she's not here, knock out both at the same time.
What if
So
we're
we don't have
behind
to keep
orders?
two secrets.
Yes.
I wonder if we could get Selune to come to the wedding.
Go talk to her if you can.
That's a big get if you can get her for the guest list.
Right? Can you imagine anything that would be better? What if we do something for Selune and she shows up at the wedding?
I mean, look, it never hurts to
And,
throw out the invitation. I've heard of people inviting very powerful individuals to their wedding, and occasionally they show up.
So-
Cat cookies.
I was once at a wedding.
Overhearing your
I was once at a wedding where they just like put a parking spot there for the bard William Murray, and he did attend. Oddly enough.
So, hearing this conversation, Cookie comes over to your table. Did I hear y'all saying you're gonna head over to Waterdeep to do some shopping, since the bride-to-be ain't sticking around to see it?
Yes.
That is the plan.
Maybe.
I'm gonna need y'all to do me a little bit of a favor. It's a wee bit embarrassing, I'm afraid.
Intrigued.
Go on.
I'm concerned.
Thing is, I do need help with Gilbetta's cake. Now, I'm a cook. I'm Cookie the cook. But I just can't handle baking. I don't know what it is.
You don't measure shit.
And normally... Look, I didn't ask for the feedback. I just need some help.
Can't the crabs help you?
I suppose they could, but they
Crabs are
got
great
tiny hands for baking.
And they're great at math.
I'd get Walter to do it, but he can't move past the manor house, and we tried teleporting a cake before, and it made an awful mess. So...
What?
I need you to talk to the Bakers Guild of Waterdeep.
Okay.
Now, full disclosure, the leader of the Bakers Guild of Waterdeep was not a fan of mine. He and I had a bit of a falling out a couple of decades ago.
And he's still bitter?
Well, it's his son that operates the thing now.
What did you do?
What did you do?
It's not important.
No,
Does
decades
this
old
ha-
grudge that
Does this
carries on
involve-
multi-generational.
Does this involve
Yeah.
one of your... I can't count on one hand anymore wives that I forgot about how many there were?
9.
No, was a darker time. I used to get into some competitive food-making competitions. And,
Oh.
well, Durndald was one of my opponents, and of course he definitely had the edge on me as far as making cakes. So I might have perhaps slipped something a little spicy into what he was making, and well, I'm not proud of it, but I did what I had to do.
Nor should
want a
you
writ-
be, and you did not have to do it.
I want a written
Shame.
apology to give to this person.
Well, look, he stole my cocoa.
Oh, so you're both bad.
Okay. Well, I was gonna suggest you give him whatever you want, but if it was mutual theft, that's. Of all
You're
of the
not
different.
part of the cooking world. You don't know how cutthroat these games go.
Do you really want to be in the middle of this?
I was at one point part of the culinary world, and I do know how cut. But it's supposed to be an honorable thing. It's not like there's anything to actually be won from it. It's good-natured competition.
It was all about the honor, and many of us left it on the field.
So you cheated because that would bring you honor.
Okay, look. I said I wasn't proud of it.
All right.
Yeah, you guys are being real judgmental.
It's just so petty. All right. It's not like it's actual.
I was young. It was a
war.
darker time.
I'm
Yeah.
just hopping on whatever side I feel like at this junction.
We've noticed.
All right. So what exactly do you need?
You just gotta convince Dundled's son, Dundled. Or sorry, Dundled's son, Dundled. I get them mixed up sometimes. You shouldn't name your son like your own name.
Hey,
Oh, right. Sorry, Ogbog.
Cookie.
Did you just call her Ogbog?
No, you just shouted to Ogbog from like across the. Anyways, it's not important. But just convince him to do the cake. And maybe just don't mention me at all.
I know how we can throw it off. Let's order a cake along with a stripper.
I don't think you get strippers at bakeries.
Also,
bakery.
a follow-up. Does Gilbetta want that?
What kind of
I've never
bakeries are you
understood
going
those
to?
practices.
I've seen it happen over at my place.
Look, Waterdeep is a
It
wild
looked like
place.
everyone had
I'm telling
fun.
you, you can buy whatever you want there,
I think she'll like it.
or higher. Okay.
Maybe a fish coming out of the cake or a cat. I don't know.
Fish with,
Stripper fish.
fish with
Cat's
sexy
fish.
legs.
I'm trying, okay?
Upper half of a fish, and then it's got like the long legs and the boots.
Then what's your idea of a stripper that pops out of a cake that they'll like?
A skeleton she could kill.
Uh,
What more can you take
what
off
does a
than not
skeleton
having
have
any
to-
clothes?
Exactly. But then is it really a stripper if it has nothing left to remove?
It's stripped down to the bone.
Then that's a
Because I
strip,
put tan
not a
on it.
stripper.
Oh my
That's
god.
past tense.
I mean, how about just like a thick dwarf woman? What do you mean to that?
A thick door?
Dwarf.
Dwarf.
Dwarf! Oh,
Oh my god.
that makes way more sense. Sorry.
Do you remember? You remember that last time she got shit faced at a bar?
Oh, she did. She got shit-faced and she went home with a dwarf. They weren't together at that time, right?
Someone
Would she
explain this to
Okay.
me.
Would she appreciate being reminded
Yeah.
of a one-night stand
What
before her wedding, though?
what is the purpose
seem too
of this
bothered by it.
practice? I don't understand.
It's supposed to be a night to remember, and that's what I know.
Yes, but if I was getting married, whatever, to each their own. I just don't fully understand that practice at all.
I think, to be
Out of
fair,
all of you, I was the one who hung out with Gilbetta the most.
we should make sure that Sharp is comfortable with it first, but we're kind of getting lost in the things. Are we going? We're going to Waterdeep, right? We're going shopping in Waterdeep. Is that?
We're getting a cake
And the bakery.
and a bakery, and if the bakery has strippers, then I guess apparently we'll ask them about their rates.
There you go. We have a plan.
Gingerbread strippers.
Is that what she likes?
Maybe you could eat them, I guess.
No, that was Redan. Look, I will meet you all at the Mage Tower. All right, I'm lost here. And yeah, I'll get up and go over to the Mage Tower. And if everybody's gonna take a while to get there, stop at the library real quick to see what kind of books we have on like the nature of magic, the nature of the weave, and see if there's any sort of gaps that could be filled while we're shopping.
Very well.
I'm gonna tell
You
Noah
pick
about this
up-
one thing.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say you pick up some books on the nature of the weave, and are you studying them right there, or are you just gonna leaf through them while you travel?
No, I'm really just kind of looking to see, like, is there anything we're missing that I should stop into a bookstore to look for? While we're doing any studying right now.
It's difficult to say.
I might just check.
But
the
you
card
definitely-
catalog, by which I mean MT1.
Yeah, you check MT1 and everything like that. Like it's difficult to know if you're missing something if you don't know that you're missing it. So you kind of take stock of what you have there and then kind of like log that away to see if you see something new. You'll pick it up. But you can't think of anything specific, but you may discover new gaps in your travels. All right. Lilith, you were going to say something to Norbog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
See, the only reason I'm going out on all this is because I still feel bad for that one time she wasn't with us with Netherim. That nightclub, do you remember that?
I know. She already missed
Right.
one party. You're
She
right.
did.
She did miss her a bachelor party, so we should give her a really good bachelor party then.
A really good one, like double the amount of the party that was there.
I mean,
More people, more lights, more music, more liquor.
it was like an exclusive spa/bar nightclub thing, though. I don't know if we're that level of prestige to get her into a place like that. We're not Nervarim.
Got a place. Just need to check with Spoony if it's still ours. I think.
Okay.
Never went to Spoony? And I go off to ask if that's available or not.
All right. Penn, what are you going to get up to as everybody vacates the table?
Yeah, I imagine I was sitting there. I might have heard that. I don't know. It depends on if they were whispering. But yeah, I'm just sitting there and I'm like, well, all right. And I just pull one gold coin out of my pocket and tip the crab on the table. And and then I guess I head up to my room and try to. I've put this off. I'm trying to figure out what is up with this staff before we go, real quick. What this crab staff they gave me. Have I been able to attune to it? Can I attune to it? What do I?
You have attuned to it. It
Okay.
says, well, hello there, partner. Good of you to finally take a moment to get us more better acquainted.
Has it ever talked to me before?
It did when you first grabbed it.
Okay, so yeah, you're doing that again. You talk. Are you? How? I've never had a sentient magic item that I remember, and if I did, I'm gonna feel real bad when I remember. But at least for the moment, I'm pretty sure I never have. I knew one, but how does this work? Are you like a person that turned into a staff, or like what? What?
Well, now, you asking me a lot about my backstory, and I don't know if I'm willing to reveal all my secrets just yet. That is, we just met. So.
So uncomfortable with this stuff. Just like, and I love
Why
it.
is this demi-lich necromancy staff so creepy?
Why is this? Yeah, but it's like in a different creepy. Oh, okay.
We just met. Take some time, get to know each other, and could be a fruitful partnership. Wouldn't you agree?
Okay. Yeah, maybe. One thing, you're not evil, right? Are you evil? You have to tell me if you're evil.
What are you, a cop?
I don't know if anyone that's evil would
Sorry, I
ask
couldn't
that.
resist. It was just... I am infused with a great number of necromantic spells and magic, if that's what you mean.
No, that's not evil, but sure, we'll figure it out. I
Well, that's
suppose.
good. I'm glad that you think that. It sounds like we understand each other just fine. You may call me the Fallen.
Okay, that's a start. I'm Penn
What do I
Wright.
call
Nice
you,
to
sir?
meet you. Pennathan Wright. Warlock necromancer extraordinaire.
Well, all right then.
Okay, we're going to Waterdeep. Hopefully, we won't have to use who am I kidding? Hopefully, we will have to use necromancy. And I like walk out the door.
You're like, I
very
hope there's a chance to necromance.
That's a shirt.
Yep.
A necrochance?
Take your
I hope
necro.
there's a necrochance to necromance. Well, all right, I'm gonna come up with that design, put it together with some fonts. Throw a little pen thing up on it. All right, so while he's doing that, Lilith, you wanted to go talk to Spoony?
Oh, we're doing a thing? I'm
Yeah,
just,
we can do that.
I just
Look,
want to know.
we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. You can just talk to people if you want.
I just want to know if Neverwinter, wherever I used to live, I forget the name of it, and I'll be surprised if you did. Do you remember it? Yeah, that
Hey,
place.
Lil, we was just working in that place, you know. We
You didn't own it?
no, I didn't own it. We got a room, and we got, you know, our room and board taken care of because we were headliners, you know. That's the showbiz life, baby.
Curious. Got away with a lot of shit over there. Okay.
Yeah, I had it sent over. It's probably in one of the storehouses.
Are you still in good, you know, friends with whoever the person is in Neverwinter that we used to live in? Can we use as
Of course.
as a party place?
Oh, Lil, it breaks my heart that I never showed you the networking portion of this kind of thing.
There's a lot of things you
But
didn't
yeah.
show me, but that's fine.
Oh, you're killing me over here. All right.
I'm not. You're fine. You knew when I'd be killing you.
That's comforting. Anyway,
What?
yeah, I know the guy. We're good friends. We go back. We go way back to the old days.
Okay.
Why, you need the room or something?
Yeah, I'm trying to set up a bachelorette party. I remember having some, you know, at our club bar, our nightclub, jazz place.
Right.
You know, yeah.
So you're looking to do a fancy party. Are you looking for anything in particular, though?
Lots
'Cause
of
I could get you into
entertainers.
places.
Great. I'm looking for lots of entertainers.
Talking to a spoony full of sugar. I can get you into lots of places.
Great. Wait. What's fancier than our home? Ex-home. Ex-living quarters.
There's a couple nice places. There's a little nightclub floats just above Neverwinter. Nice place. I don't know if you ever been there.
I don't know, but we're going.
All right. I'll get you in. How many tickets you gonna need?
Tickets?
Yeah. For entry.
Can you get as many as you can?
I'm still gonna need a number, Lil. I can't just ask them for an infinite amount of tickets.
Why not?
Because I'm spooning full of... I'm a bard, not a magician.
Okay. Shit, she lived for a really long time. How many people does she know? Let's go with 25?
Oh,
50?
making it easy on me, huh? All right.
Okay, so 50
I'll
then.
shoot for 25. I'll let you know what I get.
How much
How
you
about
just book
that?
the venue? What if it's like a Tuesday, you know?
I hear that from a distance. I hear someone saying book from a venue. Can we just book?
Koshano from the ether.
Do you have thaumaturgy yet?
Tell you what, Lil. I'll tell him you want to hook up a little shindig here. Say it's for the headmistress, pardon me,
Mm-hmm.
of the Avalon Knights Adventuring Academy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, name drop my
I'll see what
name.
we can set up. Oh, yes.
I'm still important,
Absolutely.
right? Or did my name die out? Which is bad.
No, Lil, you're still important. Look, you're still a star. You're still a star. It's fine.
Okay. It's been a while. Alright.
You're still big time, baby. It's the world that got small.
Hmm. All right. Okay. Let's own this. For the night.
All right.
Maybe
I'll
two.
reach out
depending
and I'll
how-
let you know what I come up with.
Please and thank you, Spoonie.
MT, where did this cat come from? It's very friendly, but a little in the way.
Unfortunately, they've just kind of started to show up here. I'm not certain as to why, but I do not have the mechanical heart to turn them away.
If you see
There are
Sean,
now
tell her we
four.
need to talk.
That one is named Mr. Snuggles, and that one is named Fuzzy Britches. I call that one Cute Whiskers.
So you gave them these names, okay?
Yes, I did. Is that abnormal?
No, that is. I don't know what's abnormal for a Warforged, but very sentient of you.
Very well. Is there anything else that you require?
No, I think I've got about as much information as we can go. Could you open up the portal to Waterdeep? We've got to do some shopping.
It shall be done. Norbog, what are you getting up to?
Jeez, I have like nothing to get up to. Honestly, I'd probably just make my way to the Mage Tower. Like, I don't
You're just like
right now. I like left Lilith going to muttering about how she's famous and has connections, and Penn is talking to crabs, and I just want to shop.
It's just like, I just want to go to the store.
Everything's so look. It was a very busy week. Last couple days have been very stressful. I would actually prefer not to be here. So Waterdeep is great. I would love to not be thinking about the Enna and the trial, and so not being here is a great day.
Absolutely. So eventually everyone reconvenes at the Mage Tower, at the portal to Waterdeep, and the Waterdeep Manor House.
Is Vakala still being held in the Waterdeep Manor House if we transported him back?
You transported him back to the keep because that's where the trial is taking place. It's taking place in the main keep area. So, as you step inside, Walter is right there, front and center. Welcome back. We are seeing a lot of you all these days. Shall I prepare dinner for this evening? Will you be staying long?
I will at least be in town for dinner, I think, yeah.
Very well. I shall see to it that everything is prepared.
Outstanding.
Absolutely, I shall have some tea. Will there be any more guests arriving?
Not planning on it, but perhaps prepare a couple extra portions. You never know what happens. If nothing else, Rodney and Lucas.
Oh, absolutely, sir. I shall do as you say.
Are we not taking the strippers home so they can wait for their job? What?
You don't
Are they gonna
normally
live with us for a month?
Again with the strippers.
You don't rent them from now till the bachelorette party.
How familiar are you with the whole
Money would that be?
industry like that? You don't normally rent people for long periods of time. You hire them to show up for an event and perform. You're a bard. You should get how this works. It's not dissimilar from singing at a place. Just dancing instead.
I leave that to Scony.
Yeah, but if you paid enough money, I suppose, I'm not a bard, though, but I mean, if you paid me enough, I guess I might be a live-in person, as far as, for that.
You really
you do have a warlock. You're a warlock. You have a patron. You kind of do this already.
That really starts to blur the line between a performer and, live-in servant, which isn't really what dancers usually do. It would probably be disrespectful to ask for that.
That's completely fair.
But this lady at this certain cabin had a feast of men there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, you told me about that, maybe.
Yes, it's where we pick up the horses.
The Man
ponies.
Ranch.
Well,
The Man Ranch.
we pay them to show up for that event. We don't need to bring them to our personal dinner first.
It really sounds like you're talking about somebody who had staff that happened to be attractive. That's a little different.
Oh, okay. Well then, we marched.
I mean,
What
look,
if
if you
we
want
Walter's
The Man Ranch.
Walter's turned bright red at this discussion. He's just like, my word.
if you want to hire some attractive stable hands, we could see to that. That's the difference.
Ooh.
I'm picturing
Reggie
a bunch
bursts in. Did somebody say attractive stable hands? Reggie Riptires.
Reggie, who the fuck is watching the animals? Get back.
Oh
to the
shit!
keep.
Reggie's gonna go.
We should definitely hire some more stable hands, whether they are attractive or not. I think that man does need help.
Why
So
is
hear
that
me
guy
out.
here?
I'm thinking like if a hand model died and you made a handy out of them, you'd have an attractive stable hand. Hey.
I believe we have our jester.
Why do you have to make everything weird and gross?
Handy is not gross.
Yes.
Handy's adorable.
Yeah, no, he's gross.
That's so rude. I'm just holding him like tightly. Don't you listen to them.
Hi, undead hand. You're kind of gross by like living thing standards. See, he knows.
Hey, Penn, maybe you can dress it up for the wedding.
Little
Maybe-
bow tie.
He's
Little
worn a tux before, I'm pretty sure, and I'll put him back
Little-
under my hat because everyone's abusive.
So sensitive.
My sweet boy.
My sweet hand.
Good
Wait,
God.
don't
Does everyone
know-
have the stones? Does everyone have the sending stones?
Or are we gonna do the meet back at noon thing?
Just keep
Why?
your stones on you, because I've
The
got
party disperses into Waterdeep. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah. Ooh, wait,
We
hold
split
on.
the party 4 ways to go shopping.
Who's handling the cake thing?
I can. I already have a present in mind for Gilbetta in the works. I can take care of the cake because I don't need to find her something specifically yet today.
Fair.
Okay.
I'm hitting up a bookshop. Yeah, that's what I thought.
She
You want to
looks-
come?
I don't know. Are you gonna be nice to my hand?
No.
Then no, I don't want to go to the bookshop. Lilith, where are you going?
Stripper?
Ah, you know what? The bakery sounded real good.
Do you want to go to the bakery, Penn?
Let's go to the bakery.
Okay,
And
Lilith,
Penn and I leave now.
Lilith, why don't we kind of stick together on this, because I feel like I've got a little more experience negotiating for that sort of thing than you do.
Were you a stripper?
Look, you do various jobs when you live in this city.
Oh
There's
my
a
gosh.
brief period of time where a street bar does all kinds of performances, you know?
Okay. Well, I will let you handle the negotiations since you seem to be familiar.
Don't be weird about it, all right?
I'm not.
It's legitimate performance. Nothing to be ashamed.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go find a book, because that's
So-
exciting.
So Walter, still bright red, escorts you all out of the house and on your way. The Avalon Knights Academy Waterdeep Manor House is on Seldith Street, near the City of the Dead. Its official address is 486 Seldith Street. Don't ask me how I figured that out. So the Bakers Guild of Waterdeep is located in the Castle Ward. It's actually not too far down. You can actually find it. It's on the corner of Seldith Street and the Street of Silver. If you go ahead and pull up the handy dandy Waterdeep map that is on your Roll20 right now, as far as where things are located. And as for bookstores, I mean, anywhere in the market district, there's tons of all kinds of tome sellers and that kind of thing. There's a couple high-end ones in the Castle district, but they're a bit
have
more scattered.
the City Secrets background feature, so I know where the top-end magical bookstore is. Where would it be?
Excellent.
Wherever that would be.
So
that's
that would be in the Castle Ward, and that is going to be way down the Street of Bells towards the edges of the Castle Ward, and it's going to be on Waterdeep Way and the Street of Bells, so on that far end.
All right. Great. So I imagine we do that thing where we're all like, all right, we're going here, and then we're going here, and then we're walking down the same street for a period of time because we both had to go down. Oh,
Yeah, and then you guys.
Penn and I
separate.
tried to leave you guys in the dust, and then it just got weird.
yeah. So we're like walking 20 feet behind.
Don't know these people.
Don't know them.
Norbog, I wanted to go to the bookstore, and I'm a little upset I can't, but he's being so rude.
He was being rude about your hand. It looks pretty okay for an undead hand, all things considered.
Thank you. There's a
Maintain
lot of
it pretty well.
upkeep.
I'd imagine some moisturizing has to go into it, and
Yes, just a lot.
manicures. I know.
Manicures, definitely.
We can go to the bookstore after. Maybe we'll like miss because I mean they have to go deal with strippers after, so we can deal with.
I need
Books
to
after.
go. I need to go to the Temple of Selune, actually.
You sounded unsure about that.
'Cause
Why?
I don't like the idea of going to church. I'm actually pretty comfortable with Selune. I technically have her blessing. That's why I don't sleep. But like, I don't love going in churches. And also, I would not want to take Handy in there at the very least. So
No one can see him.
let me be straightforward with you.
Please, yeah.
If we're going places together, it would mean a lot to me if I could maybe leave Handy with you and not take him in there as a sign of respect.
Yeah,
know.
if it means that much to you. Why do you need to go to the temple anyways?
I'd have to go pray and see if I could get Selune for a wedding.
Oh, that would be a good gift.
Right? Avatar
don't
of
know-
Selune shows up? That'd be amazing. Plus,
You
I'm
don't
a
know what else to
warlock.
get her, do you?
No, and I'm a warlock, so talking to gods is kind of my thing.
Yeah, I'll keep a hand on Handy.
I'm taking that as endearing. I love it.
Thank you. Thanks. Feel a little insulted that you didn't immediately find it endearing. But I guess I'll take care of your hand so that nobody thinks it's weird that you're bringing an undead thing into a temple.
Do we watch my staff too?
The one with the giant skull on it.
Yeah, it talks. You can talk to it if you want. He's real comfortable to talk to. I have no reservations about that.
This is the same as if like you went with a friend to like go pay a traffic ticket and he's like, I need you to hold on to these bags.
Don't open it. I want to cast insight, or I want to do an insight check, but I know I wouldn't. I would just take Penn on his word that the staff is not a problem whatsoever, and that it talking to me is fine. So this is fine.
Hiding it. You can tell how you know me at this point. So
Yeah, and I think you're being sincere and that your staff is not a problem.
yeah.
Yeah, of course. We'll deal with the cake, and then you can go do your like pray thingy, and hopefully Gilbetta will get a god visit, and you won't get kicked out of the church for having really creepy accessories.
So, the Bakers Guild building you arrive at first because the Temple of Selune is more towards the cliffs area of the castle ward. It's a big building. It has a glorious polished emblem of the Waterdeep Bakers Guild on the front of it. So, you guys stepping inside?
Yeah, I think we just go in and ask them for cake. We just order a cake.
Where do we get it
Just cannot be
delivered
that hard.
though?
We can ask them to deliver it to the manor, and then the manor will deliver it to the keep. Yeah?
That's a good point, but what do we do if they like, oh no, that's that guy that we hate? Do we say no, we killed that guy? We're on
What?
I don't know.
Lie and say we killed Cookie?
I mean, if it would make them give us a cake.
No, I think we just tell them the truth. Cookie told us not to mention him, so we just don't mention him. Penn, we can do this. We can do this. We just don't lie. It'll be fine. We're personable people. Says the giant bugbear to the one with the creepy accessories. We probably stand out horribly together.
I'm charismatic, but I'm awkward.
It's fine. I'm not charismatic and I'm still awkward, so it'll be fine. We just have to order a cake. This cannot be that hard. You're worrying too much. And I like take him by the arm and just pull him in.
Yes, I shall be with you in just a minute.
Thank you.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared. Why are you scared?
Hello. Welcome to the bakery of the great Durndal Bolharaz.
Wow, hi. Yes.
It is all for you, father. He reaches up to a painting of a very stern-looking baker with this pointy mustache and a monocle.
Is he dead?
Did Cookie say he was dead? He must be dead.
Is he dead?
Penn, you can't just ask people why if their dads are dead.
Yes, sadly my father has passed, but I keep his memory in my heart.
That's
If you
very sweet.
if you know where he's buried, I can talk to him for you. Well, Never mind. We want a cake.
We need a cake, please.
A non-necromancy cake.
You have come to the right place. We have the finest cakes here. I can make any cakes that you desire. I can make a big cake, a multi-tiered, 7-tier.
We're gonna need a
I
big
can make
cake.
the sweetest, most beautiful cake. If you taste it, you shall weep.
Weeping is not required. Large cake is, though. It's a wedding for our friend. She's a sea elf. She likes...
But of course, I can whip this up together. Do we look, perhaps we are looking for kind of an ocean scene?
I think she would love that. Can you do oceans and cats? Can you do little cats and little boats?
Ocean cats, I could do like a catfish, but not the real ones, because they're kind of, I was going to say, a little ugly.
I have an idea. Can you do cat mermaids? Can you do mermaids?
Mermaid?
Mademoiselle, you are speaking to Durndal the Bold Horaz. I can make your mermaid cats on the beautiful wedding cake. We can do this together, for I am the leader of the Bakers Guild of Waterdeep.
Thank you. This sounds amazing. This is everything I hope Gilbetta hopes and wishes for.
Absolutely, I can do this. I shall do up some basic designs and put them together, but we must pick the flavors. Come this way, come this way.
Oh, God. What does Gilbetta and Sharp like?
I don't know. Can we have it blessed by one of the church members of Selune? Can you have one of them swing by and bless
Blessing
it?
a cake for Selune. What is this madness you are requesting? No, we cannot do this. A blessing
mind.
will
You have a
infect
weird-
the flavor. We must keep it pure.
Okay.
In Awakened Mind to Norbog, he has a weird place of drawing lines. I don't understand.
I don't think you're in a position to talk about weird drawing lines places, Penn.
Fine.
We're gonna smile and nod, and we're gonna get Gilbetta a beautiful cake. What flavors do you think she likes? What they like?
Sea salt.
Caramel sea salt. Done. Everybody likes that.
Caramel sea salt. I can do like a swirl, and we can put it together with a little bit of jam in between. Let me do. Just 1 moment. I have it any minute now. And he pulls out a little taster cake. He says, "Here, have a taste of my possible creation."
How did you do that? Are you magic? What?
Oh, it's just a matter of pushing the direct. Do not accuse me of magic in my baking. Magical fusion is for cowards. Sir, you insult me in my home.
In Awakened Mind.
Apologize at once.
Oh.
Apologize. Awaken mine. Apologize.
I am sorry, sir, for your feelings and beliefs on magic.
I accept your apologies, but only because I like your hat. Now then, please try this. I keep some flat cakes around. It's just a matter of putting the ingredients together. Here, have a taste.
I'll take a forkful. Is it good? Is it actually good cake?
It's all right.
Is there a better cake person we could go? I didn't say it.
I don't know. You've been saying a lot of stupid stuff out loud. In Awakened Mind, I'm gonna just tell Penn this is where Cookie sent us.
I'm starting
We
to
don't
think
know what
Cookie doesn't know what he's talking about.
Do we know what we're talking about?
I bet we could find somebody better.
I assure you, this is just the prototype. The real thing will be much better once I get the fondant on board. Little bit of custom, perhaps.
How
An
do we feel
awakened
about
mind.
fondant?
I was about to say, yeah, a real baker sitting here being like, "Oh, it'll taste better with fondant." I have my
I
skepticism.
do have doubts about fondant.
Can we just call him out? Can we please? I don't like him, and I don't think he's right.
Lilith is like nodding her head. She's like, do this. Do this.
I bet we could find another baker if things
bet
go
we-
really wrong.
I bet we could.
Go for
I
it.
spit on your fondant.
Well, that was a bit
Sir.
drastic.
You fondant using on a cake, and you don't like magic? Who are you?
Oh, it is true. Oh, you've called me out, sir. I am a failure in the eyes of my father. Oh, how I sought to reclaim his legacy, but it has not been the same since he's gone. Oh, you're right, this is full, this is awful. Let me try again. Please, wait here.
Norbog, what? I don't know what's happening.
What did you do?
I don't know. I think I emotionally destroyed him.
I don't think we're emotionally. He didn't warn us about this.
I don't care, really. He was an asshole about magic, so fuck him. But also, I hope he feels better, I guess.
Maybe he'll have a cake breakthrough. A
Maybe it would be
bake-through.
better with magic in it. I don't know. I'm just saying.
And he bursts through a set of doors again with a small cake in his hand, and he throws away the other ones and they smash up against the wall. I'm sorry for bringing you these inferior creations. They must go. They are trash. They're not fit to be in your sight, too. But here, try this. This has all of my blood and sweat and tears in it. Not literally, of course, but no, please try.
Oh,
It
man.
was. Yeah, okay. The way to sell the appetizing nature of this cake, then, but I will still take a forkful and eat it. And is it better?
It's much better. This is very tasty cake.
Was he giving us a shitty cake to start? What's happening here?
I think you forced an emotional breakthrough, Penn.
Good. Does he need to talk to his father? Because we can do that. But, like, he's probably buried in the city of the dead. That's where all the
Do you
water
ever have a solution that isn't talk to a corpse?
dead people are in. Well, they can't be that smart. They're dead. But
I think look, if he's baking the better cake, I don't think there is any need to bring corpses into this. He already had blood, sweat, and tears. We don't need bones and bodies. Okay? I think we just,
Fair.
this is good. We take it. We get the permaids on it. And
I just don't like how much he spits in his kitchen. He's not sanitary.
do you have any better ideas?
No, this is fine.
Oh my
I mean,
god.
we called him out, so
You did a weird thing where you sat quietly for a little while looking at each other and making strange faces.
We're very emotionally connected and
so emotional.
we were
Okay, it was a
experiencing.
little unsettling. I must be completely honest with you. But
That's fair. But we are. Can we order from you? Will that make up for it if we pay you?
This is better.
absolutely.
This is
Now,
much
where?
better.
Where shall we be delivering this masterpiece?
Could you please deliver it to the Avalon Knights Academy manor?
What did you say?
Oh, I'm sorry. The Avalon Knights Academy manor.
Oh, the manor house. Yes, that is okay. There's a very nice butler lives there. He is
Yeah,
an
Roger.
excellent chef.
He's great. He's making us
great.
dinner. He's great.
Excellent. I almost thought that you said the other place
Why would we want to deliver it
where
there?
that fiend lives.
Oh, who are you talking about?
Come closer and I shall tell you the tale of my tragedy.
I don't know if I want to know that bad.
I lean forward. I hear this in awakened mind, and I lean forward because I want to hear it.
You see,
Mm-hmm.
my family was once more prestigious than we are now. But we had a fall from grace. And it is all because of that fiend. And he points to a picture that's like near the trash can and like covered with slash marks and like knives sticking out of it, and it appears to be Cookie. That fiend who cheated his way into a baking competition. He has no right. And he took down my father. He infected his baking with some magical ingredient and ruined everything. And my father was a saint. He accused him of cheating as well. He said that he had stole his cocoa. This could never be. My father would never. Cocoa is sacred. My father would never do such a thing. I know in my heart it's true, but he never recovered from that day. He used to sit in his chair, kneading dough, and he would say, "Come closer, dear Dundle." And I would say, "Yes, Papa." "Dundle, did I tell you how I lost to that man because of the spice he put into my cake?" And I would say, "Yes, Papa, I know. I wish I could heal your broken heart." And he said, "Dear Dundle, there is nothing you can do. Just carry the family name to glory. Carry on where I have fallen, my son." And he continued to knead the dough. It was good. It was a rye. We were working on it for a very long time. But that's not important. That is my tale of sadness.
I feel like Penn and I are staring at each other awkwardly, and yet we are actually not speaking in Awakened Mind this time. We are just sitting there slightly
Am I having
stunned.
A stroke? Like, I don't think I exist anymore.
I'm very sorry, but hey, clearly you've come out on top because you're a top baker in the Bakers Guild, so...
Yes. Will there be anybody particularly special attending this wedding?
Folks?
Maybe
people?
God. But
Maybe God. We're gonna try to get God to come.
But of course, this will be my trip to glory. If I can have a god taste my cake and be so enraptured, my father shall smile on me from wherever he is in the afterlife, and our family's name will finally return to glory. Yes, Papa, I hear you.
Sure. So how many tiers should we get to feed a fairly large wedding?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yes.
I thought you guys were discussing something.
No.
I thought you were doing that thing again where you went quiet and just did not talk. But I'm thinking perhaps, yes, I shall attempt it. This 7th tier.
Great. Can we, I trust you implicitly. Can we just pay him and go?
Can we just pay him and go?
Can we just pay him and go?
Can we just pay you and go? I'm sorry.
No!
Oh.
Oh?
I will not accept your coin. Not until you have seen the finished project. I have my pride, of course.
That sounds like a poor business practice.
This is not about the business.
It's an
This
art?
is about us.
Okay.
Okay. You know what? That's the first thing you've said. That's not true. You've said many things today. Anyway, yeah. Also, I'm jotting, just in my book, I'm opening it up, and I'm looking at that portrait, and I'm jotting down whatever his father's name was. Like, I have
The father's name is Dundled Bald-Haraz.
Cool. I should probably actually write that down.
Yeah, and I'm on a slip of paper. I'm trying my best to give specifics of like a date and a time and where to go, making sure that it's the permaids and the sea salt. I'm trying to run this man's business for him.
Of course, I have it all here. This creation baby, she exists as an infant in my mind, and I shall bring her screaming into this world.
You have a lot of unappetizing metaphors, sir.
But you're
I have
passionate.
been told this before.
Don't spit in the cake, please.
Don't
Or near
bleed in
the
the
cake,
cake.
or while you're making the cake. Keep it
No,
in.
of course not. That is insane. This is the spitting room.
I'm just looking at the floor and I'm like taking my hands off the counter very slowly. Just like screaming inside.
Yeah, awakened mind just looks like
Don't
right
touch
now.
anything in here.
So we can trust you that you will deliver your creation baby to the manor on this day. Please.
Mademoiselle, I would stake my life on it. My entire reputation
You don't need life.
rests on
I
this
just-
wedding
Are you
cake.
sure?
Sir, can I get a contract? Can I get that in writing?
Oh my god, can we
Ah,
do a
but
blood
of course.
pact?
Thank you.
It's a bad cake, you die.
You're not doing a
contract
blood
says
pact, Ben.
something roughly akin to that.
Oh god. Good enough. Good enough.
Pact is sealed.
Can we go?
The
Can we go
pact
to-
is sealed. We are in a baker's pact now.
Okay.
I will
You have-
gladly give my life for this creation. It will be the greatest confection I have ever made. You will see.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Do you have strippers?
I want to know. I want to know exactly how Norbog responds to that question.
Watching anybody conduct business without Koshano there is painful.
This is great. Look, sometimes you don't want to send the bards places. Norbog's reaction is exactly what just happened. Norbog is finally cracked and just starts wheezing because his delivery of that was so fucking funny.
You are asking for a stripper cake? No, but I can make you a cake stripper.
A what?
Is that like a golem?
No. Magic-infused baking is a dead end.
Okay, so like just a cake in the shape of a stripper?
Yes.
This does bring a
We
new
could get her.
eating ass.
It's just like, I like how the response after that is like, maybe.
I don't think Gilbetta would want a stripper cake. I
No,
feel like
that's-
these are two separate entities
that'd be
and
a
they
different-
should stay separate.
Maybe
I
for,
did
like,
one
our
for the Black
anniversary.
Staff coronation party. It was a huge success.
Maybe another time. We might have another event for that.
Do you have like a picture book? Do you have some
Oh my gosh,
bakeries
do you
to
have a
have the thing?
brochure?
They have the brochure. Do you have
Very well, I will get you a pamphlet. It's like various cakes.
Is there an example of a stripper cake in there?
There is.
Is it
And-
everything we've hoped and dreamed it would be?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna take this and save it to show Gilbetta about how good we did that we didn't get her a stripper cake.
She's gonna then be like, "What? Why didn't you
Why
get me
didn't
that?"
you get me stripper cake?
We'll get that for the bachelorette party if we're going with that theme.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Should we ask about bachelorette party stuff too? 2 cakes? Do we want to get dick popsicles for Lilith? Dick
Oh my-
lollipops?
do
Sir,
they
do you
have-
do dick lollipops?
I cannot make these lollipops, but I can make dick cake pops.
Great. Can we get 2 dozen
I can
dick
get
cake-
them made it out of real dick.
Oh my god!
What?
No, spotted dick.
What is it? Wait,
Spotted dick isn't real dick. Go back.
I'm flipping through my tome because I'm like, this has got to be like a word. This has got to be a homophone. Like, is dick something else that I'm missing? Thesaurus mode, please.
Spotted dick is a kind of like prepared food.
It's a food.
It is a
It doesn't
food.
look very good, I don't think, but I'm not sure.
It doesn't, but does it matter? Do dick cake pops need to look good?
Wait, do we actually want dick cake pops?
Lilith,
She doesn't
Lilith.
like.
Yeah, but Lilith. it'll make Lilith happy. And Lilith is probably going to be stressed out with the rest of the bachelorette party.
I can make them in other flavors, but if you want cake pops made of dick that are not actual dick, then I don't know what to do. I mean, I can make them out of something else.
But it tastes like a cake.
It's just crazy enough to work. I could give it a try.
You could put cream in them if you wanted, but like, it's just a cake.
Very well.
Pop.
One order of creamy dicks.
Thank you.
This is what happens when a scene
should-
just keeps going.
I think we should leave. I think
Evolves.
we should go. We'll take those. You can deliver.
We'll take the
those
wedding
later.
cake and the dick cake pops. Please send the bill to the manor.
Yeah.
Very well. I shall do as you say. Good day to both of you.
Yeah, good day. Good day.
Bye.
Penn, can we go to a bar after the church?
Yeah, I'll probably
On the way
need
to the
it.
church?
Maybe both.
Both.
During the church.
Yep.
So-
Yeah. We're gonna go find a takeout bar. We'll give us sippy cups.
Norbog and Penn head off towards the church. While meanwhile, that was a long scene. I was so animated with the character. Meanwhile, Koshano and Lilith go to the bookstore.
Oh my god. I can't, like, I don't even...
Get in character, man. You got this.
Where... So, was there something
So-
particular you wanted to get Gilbetta as a wedding gift? I mean, look, in this city, you can literally find anything, and I can tell you where to find.
Yeah, but Penn owes me a plane shift potion that's supposed to be for Gilbetta. What better place than to send her to the water plane? That's a good gift.
That is an excellent gift. Should we? I mean, do you want to pick something like that up? You know, we have. Yeah, Whistle Whip's already working on that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
What about you? That's, well, yeah. But that's, the gift part's done for me. What are you getting for her? A fancy book? Is that why we're going to the bookstore? So something you know that she likes? Is it fish?
I mean, look. There's some other
cats?
stuff I wanted to look for, but yeah, while we're there, we can check it out. Honestly, I don't know what to get that woman.
You weren't planning to get a gift?
No,
What
I'm
were you
planning to
doing
get a
at the
gift
bookstore?
while we're here.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Okay.
just trying to expand the library.
Why?
I don't know how my magic works anymore. I didn't to begin with. I started to kind of get a handle on it. Now,
Mhm.
after everything that happened,
Mhm.
shit's weird.
Why
Like-
is it not?
But I'm just saying, like, weirder than it used to be. Like, things I used to be able to do, some of them aren't working anymore, and things I didn't know I could do before seem to happen now. You've seen what happened to my sword. Sometimes it's not a sword. Sometimes it's a small cannon. I
You're concerned?
yeah, I'm a bit concerned.
Well, if you don't like it, why don't you just pick up a new weapon?
I feel like you're missing the point.
Oh, you.
as a magic user person, am a little unstable and sort of in unfamiliar territory, and I would like to familiarize myself with the territory as much as
You know what you sound like? Those sorcerers that seem to not be able to control their magic. You think it's related?
You mean like wild magic?
Wild magic.
I mean, it's not like random things happen when I cast spells. It's just just some of the things don't look. For example, and Sean will just grab the nearest person by, like, excuse me, friend, could you do me a favor? And I kind of tap them on the shoulder. and I attempt to cast Friends, which is a spell I don't have anymore, so it does not work.
No, I don't know you. What are you doing?
Oh, well, we're all
What
friends.
about this makes you think this is okay?
We go way back. Don't you remember me?
No.
See, this is what I'm talking about. I just walk away. Remember how that used to be a thing?
Yeah, I remember you did that on me, and I didn't like it quite so. Didn't know you.
Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know. I just like to figure out how things work. I think there could be some interesting books that we could get for her, but, also, I don't know. Let's do a little bit of browsing. We've got time. Hey, look. Things have been stressful lately. When are they not? But, let's take it easy. Speaking of which, I think if we're passing by a tavern, stop in real quick and just buy a bottle of wine.
All right.
Good shit. Elvaquist.
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay. Hello, bartender.
Yes, what can I do for you?
Do you have Elvaquist in house? We'd like to just grab a bottle to go.
All right, looks behind the counter, counts it up. Yeah, I got a bottle or two. You can have one bottle.
All right. Fantastic.
Do you have a bottle that's pretty in pink?
No, they don't do custom bottles for Elverquist.
Shoot, then I'll talk to Melissa then.
I'll pay whatever it is.
All right.
And I don't know, how much does a bottle cost me?
50 gold pieces per bottle.
That's fine. I'll throw down 55.
All right.
No, appreciate it. And then as we're walking out, I'll open it up and I'll cast prestidigitation on it to make it pink. Take a slug and pass it over to Lilith.
That's clever.
Did you forget you could do that? You can do that too.
I guess I'm not using it in the most random ways. Usually for cleaning.
Yeah, sure.
Or just throw it in someone's face.
Yeah, so I think we'll just pass a bottle back and forth as we make it the rest of the way down to the bookstore.
All right. The bookstore is known as Edwin's Exotic Tomes.
Fantastic. Yeah, going in, I'll just approach whoever's working there. What's up?
Yes, Mr. Koshano. So good to see you again.
Yes, been quite a while. I was hoping to expand my library, back at the academy. We've got some extensive options, but specifically looking for things regarding the weave, the nature of magics, different magic users, anything particularly rare and useful that we might not have.
Well, I do have a couple of things in mind. Allow me to root through some of the new arrivals. Feel free to have a look around.
Oh, absolutely. Lilith, you're like a professor. Oh, is there any special? I mean, it could do you some good, perhaps, to do some research. Are there any topics of interest?
No, I'll browse around. Just, I guess.
I'm just thinking it this way. What have you always wanted to learn about?
I mean, lots of things. What's hot in the fashion? Who's the top singer out there I need to be looking out for? See, trying to learn more about nobilities, in case we ever run into any.
Well, there you are.
Whatever grabs my interest.
And so I'll
Animals.
Look for something on like etiquette, noble etiquette, and class structures of the Sword Coast. That's directed towards that.
All right. You find a book titled Therunian Class Structures and You.
This would be a great place.
Very
to start.
simple kind of introductory book.
Yeah. I think this would be a great
And
place.
it's like,
for
where
to
do you
start.
fit in? And it's just a picture of a castle sitting on top of a person.
All right.
Well, that's really nice. This would be good to read before bed.
Yeah. I mean, the other things is you're talking about kind of more current events. And that just comes from great networking. But in order to do some great networking, yeah, it's good to know how to conduct yourself around certain people.
Well, who to network with?
Yeah. Nicely.
Hmm.
I'll also look for like maybe like a bestiary of sea creatures. Something that Gilbetta might like.
There's horrors of the depths.
Ooh.
Everything below the water can kill you.
All right. She does have that tattoo to command sea creatures. This would probably be useful and interesting to her. I'll pick up both of those.
I'm in the
Very
section
well.
where there's lots of pictures, so I'm looking at cat calendars.
Yeah, they're like a magazine rack.
There's a lot of magazine.
Some fashion magazines.
Oh, these are really cute images. Koshano, look at this kitten.
That's a very... Have you been in the library lately? MT seems to be collecting cats.
No.
I mean,
Why
they,
is he collecting cats?
I think it's just like a... I think he just likes them. Like a personality trait. I don't know.
Okay. Well, as long as it's not making a mess in there, I don't
They
see
seem
an
to be
issue with it.
fairly tidy. You know, he keeps the place pretty clean, so it's not like a huge hair problem. Do you have a lot of experience with Warforged? I always thought they were more like stiff and logical, but he seems to be kind of developing preferences and personality quirks.
Koshano, every day I'm just trying to play catch up with all of you. So
Yeah, I mean, kind of where we're all at this point. It's different.
Edwin brings some books up onto the counter. Two of them look like fairly normal tomes. One appears to be bound with bones along the binding, and the jacket of the book appears to be made of the skin of rats. And it has an iron emblem with a strange rune on it.
Are all three of these unfamiliar to me, or just the weird one?
All three are unfamiliar to you.
Okay.
I was able to come up with 3 different volumes for you. This one is Wizards and the Weave. It's a new treatise somebody put out. They left the name off of them, but it seems to be a good assessment of how everyone operates within the Weave from a wizard's perspective. And this one's called Hereditary Magic, how magic is passed down from person to person in the creation of sorcery. This one, I'm not entirely certain who wrote it either. They seem to be using some kind of pseudonym. I've never known the author.
Interesting. What is the pseudonym on there?
The pseudonym is Galphus Goo. G-U.
Galphus Goo.
Yeah.
Does that ring any bell for me?
Do a history check.
Okay.
Roll some dice today, damn it.
That is a 22.
You still don't know. You've never heard of a Galphus Goo.
Okay. I am going to touch it and cast Identify. May I have a look?
Very well. Absolutely.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to have
And
any.
you touch it and cast Identify. It is a tome.
Okay. No strange magical effect. All right.
Now, this last one
Yeah.
was brought to me from somebody from Skullport.
Oh, really?
Yes. No idea who the author is, but it is written in Abyssal.
Thistle. I will flip it open and attempt to cast Comprehend Languages, and
Very well.
fail because I don't have that spell.
Very well.
Fuck, I can't make heads or tails of this thing.
Well, I've done a little bit of translating on it. It appears to be an examination of pushing the weave beyond its barriers. How the weave restricts magic in this world, and how those barriers can be superseded by receiving Mistra's blessings.
Really? Do you have any books on Abyssal? Any translation dictionaries or instructional?
I do have I do have a conversational Abyssal book around here somewhere.
Do you have like an academic one? I don't know if conversation.
Yes, I probably have an academic one here. And he pulls up an academic one on top of the conversational one. This one will get you started, and this will probably take you deeper.
Fantastic. Been looking to pick up a new language, anyways. So yes, I will gladly take all three of these. The translation books. These two very fascinating books about sea creatures. This one on etiquette. And Lilith, any of those periodicals interest you?
Lilith randomly picks up a book that magical things that got features.
Well, it's actually, Lilith, while you were rifling through the picture books,
Picture books.
you come across an advertisement for a concert. One night only. Marie of the Mist. Tickets sold out fast.
I know her?
No. You just see an advertisement in there.
I grab it.
Some kind of singer.
So who's this?
Oh. You don't know about Marie of the Mist?
Do I know about Maria the Mist?
You know, you've heard some things. It's a lot of the young people are talking about it.
Oh.
Flavor of the week.
Yes, young folks love them. That's why we put it in all the picture books. And we've got tons of leaflets. The posters are all over the place.
She's new?
Yeah, she kind of sprung onto this scene about a month ago. They really love her music. She does incredible concerts.
Let me see this.
Oh.
When is this concert?
Oh, it should be in about 3 days in the market square. The whole thing's going to be closed down.
They're closing down the whole market square for a show?
They expect that much of a turnout.
I turned to Lilith.
What?
Do you have any idea what it costs to book out the market square? You have to pay off every business.
I don't know. I never had that. So do you know who I am?
Yeah, you're my customer. You're the most important person here.
Ears down, tails flopping. Just everything just droops.
I pass her back the bottle. How much for the lot here?
Ah, well, you want the furry book as well, then?
Sure.
Okay, that would be 300 gold pieces for the lot.
Very well. Yeah, and I'll just pay. And will go. Because I'm concerned about Lilith's mental state at this point. Okay. Great. So that was 300 and that's 50. All right, fantastic. All right. Well, and I assume that I borrowed Gilbetta's bag of holding. We should really get some more of these. We each have one. And yeah, we'll just drop all that stuff into the vault connecting bag. We'll get outside. How are you doing, Lilith?
I mean, it's to be expected. I've been off the market for a while, so why not they go for someone that's newer and younger and prettier?
You don't know that she's prettier. In fact, I highly doubt it. I'll pass her back the bottle. Look, if you want to get back into the game, we can get you back into the game.
Do we even have time for that?
Make time for whatever you want, right? We've saved the world multiple times over. Other people can handle the shit.
Really?
Yeah. We gotta get you that gem. What that dress you were talking about? Huh? That'll be a showstopper.
Really?
Of course.
Thank you. That would be absolutely amazing, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be great.
It'll be great. And it'll be great for the Academy, too. Quite prestigious. You know, these pop stars, flavor of the week bullshit. This kid's career will be over in a matter of months. Don't worry about it. You are classic talent, all right? You are classic beauty. And you have a long future ahead. Don't doubt it. Let's hit the brothel.
They're turning red. It's a lot of compliments.
Let's head over to find your stripper, and we will go to the best burlesque in town.
So that is going to be in the C ward, more towards the seedier end of towns.
As we walk, Lilith's gonna be like,
we're looking for the good burlesque, but it's still probably.
It's still gonna be, it's still gonna be around there.
That's where the good business is.
So while that's happening, meanwhile, Penn and Ogbog walk bewildered through the streets towards the temple of Selune.
You've now called me by my dad's name twice.
Norbog! Oh my goodness! I'm sorry.
I feel like a valued member of this team right now.
Oh. Now I'm sad. I'm sorry. Apologize.
It's okay. Look, I'm the one who named her, and I intentionally named her after him. It's fine.
It's because I mixed up the names in the beginning, or we talked about mixing up the names. Now my head's all like shuffled. Anyways,
I know
you guys are going around.
I know.
Norbog and Penn are walking through the streets of Waterdeep, unpacking their interaction with the Baker's Guild.
Did we get drinks on the way?
I think we had to have.
Okay. So yeah, we stopped and got drinks and then headed to the church, I guess.
Yep.
All right.
I don't understand the appeal of absinthe. It was not good. You'd think it'd be better.
I told you it would be bitter. I told you it would be bitter, but you wanted the aesthetic of it.
I put the sugar in it. Whatever, man. I thought it'd be cool.
Just get a Cosmo next time.
That'd probably be pretty tasty.
It would. Bright pink, lots of sugar.
Looks like magic.
Mm-hmm. Now you know.
And as you arrive outside the Temple of Selune, Penn, are you going to hand over your illicit goods?
Yeah, I turn to Norbog and I'm like, you are my friend and I love you and I trust you and I just hope you understand how much trust I'm putting in you, and also how much I hate doing this. I hate ever giving up things that I associate with being myself just to impress someone, but I believe maybe this will at least show like a little bit of respect to a god, I guess. I don't know. As he's like pulling his staff off and putting it in her hands, and then he kind of takes hand and gives a little kiss, and then puts him over in her hands.
Put him on my
Oh
shoulder.
yeah, probably this. And there's like a wand. It's like a hand. I forgot I have some of this stuff.
Just like piling up in her arms.
Take my whole bag, because there's like a skull that can summon things too. Here, just take it all.
Yeah, okay, that's good. I mean, I appreciate you putting your trust in me. I'm gonna be right here. I don't need to go into the church. Gods don't bother with me, so I don't bother with them. I'll be right here. Don't worry about it.
Penithan Wright, professional god botherer. And I turn on my heel and I walk in the church.
So, while Penn walks into the church, Norbog, while you're outside,
Oh, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Handy is becoming agitated. Like he's moving and he's scrambling around a lot.
Can you can't talk. Can you talk?
And
wrong?
he starts tapping something on your hand.
Is it Morse code? Do I know Morse
Well,
code?
He and Penn worked out a system and you don't know it.
Is Penn close enough that Awakened Mind works? Probably not.
No.
Can
And
you
then
point? Point with one finger.
He leaps off of your hand.
I'm running after him.
And he starts scrambling down an alleyway.
Right, I'm just following the hand.
All right.
I'm so
So-
sorry. I'm so stressed. This is one of the most stressful sessions I've ever had, and combat hasn't even happened. God damn.
Could you watch my kid for a second?
Isn't that always the way it goes? So, Handy, Norbog, you muted.
I was like, this is a child and a piece of me and my soul. It's mine. Gone. Yeah, okay.
Norbog, you chase Handy down the alleyway, and Handy slips under a crack in a door, in this old wooden door on this old building.
I knock on the door because it's the polite thing to do.
Okay, you knock on the door, and like 100 hands knock back. And then the door flies open, and a wave of severed hands falls on Norbog. And scrambles everywhere, dispersing. And we're going to take a break right there.
What the fuck?
Penn
My
is missing
son
all
and
of
my
the things
friend.
that he would love the most. A book with bones, a room full of severed hands. And he's missing all of this to go to the thing he likes the least.
I'm
Major-
sad now.
Major FOMO is gonna happen when he gets a recap
So
of everyone's
stressed
day.
out.
Oh, shit.
Also, I hope Norbog's okay, obviously.
Yeah, you're disappointed, and I'm here. I don't know what this is. I
You're
wasn't
getting
here for
handled.
fuck right off.
We'll be back in 15 minutes.
I'm playing Ludima Razorclaw, an anthropheline wizard who plays a magical harp.
Okay, but that's an elf.
Hey kids, are you tired of those boring old standard miniatures?
Where's that voice coming from?
It's not important. You can't defeat epic foes with normal heroes. You need custom heroes. And you can get all the custom heroes you need any way you want them at Hero Forge.
You hear that too, right?
Yeah, what is that?
Shut up, it's not important. What is important is that with the launch of Hero Forge 2.0 update, You have more customization options than ever, and now you can get them printed in full color.
It's just like I designed it!
Just log into HeroForge.com anytime, any place, even on your phone. You can make your heroes whatever you want them to be. Dozens of fantasy species, thousands of items to mix and match. Let you create virtually any character you can imagine.
An elephant man!
Wow, look, frog folk!
I made a giggle dog!
They even have robots!
A bald eagle riding a wolf carrying flamethrowers! So much freedom!
You can have your minis printed in a wide variety of quality materials, or download the STL file and print them at home. Oh, and did we mention that you can create custom images for your heroes and digital tokens for online games?
Wow, those Hero Forge minis sound great!
You bet they are. Get your Hero Forge miniatures today. After all, you're gonna need them for what comes next.
Wait, what is that supposed to mean?
Get your Hero Forge minis today.
You know what? There's probably a platform out there where we could pretty simply... There's got to be something open source for creating fighting games, right? We can make a Mercs of Mischief fighting game.
Look, we gotta come up with special moves. You can't just say it's a fighting game.
Well, all the special moves are built in. We just have to rip off all of WotC's IP.
I picture that Grubhub in the Forgotten Realms is delivered by a literal grub. And when you close the door, it hops up on two legs and dashes away.
Hooves Hub.
I don't
know what's better, the name or the silence that came immediately afterwards.
I was thinking
Just come up to your window?
eat. Can you imagine an army delivering one like taco to your door?
I think that the Academy should corner the gig economy here.
I think it's
Let's do
Dimension
it.
DoorDash.
Dimension DoorDash?
Brayden, we can't hear you.
I think he said, "God damn it."
That seems like a very Braden.
Now
thing
he's
to say.
flailing about, even though we still can't hear
He's entering
him.
problem-solving mode.
He's cussing out something. Like, man, that was so easy.
I like when you like steal like a shitty truck from like some farm people. Fucking
Vince.
every cop in the county comes after you guys. But you
Vincent,
like break out of a hospital. It's just like, well, I went over the bridge. They're gone now.
Like, seriously, Uzoff, you should be ashamed of yourself. This is like the fucking easiest shit. You have been programming Monopoly games since 1992. Alright? This isn't difficult. How did you fucking whiff this so bad? No, like, this is fucking inexcusable. In fucking 2010.
Still frozen on my side. I'm playing with a bunch of fucking ghosts, and nobody can complete this auction. I'm looking at a fucking empty auction screen. This is all fucking Ubisoft's fault. You fucking shit the bed so bad on a game that was mastered before the fucking Great Depression. Holy shit! You could have fucking scratched the code.
It ain't over yet. I've played my Silver Flame Ritual card, which places a +1/+1 counter on each creature I control. And if I play it with the Adamant cost, if at least 3 white mana was used to cast the spell, all of the creatures gain Vigilance as well, giving my token knight +1/+1 in Vigilance, along with both of my Basari lieutenants and my youthful knight. I'm doing the Yu-Gi-Oh thing. I place into play my Silverwing Squadron, a flying human knight. It has vigilance, so it does not need to tap to attack. When the Silverwing Squadron's power and toughness are equal to the number of creatures I control, Silverwing Squadron, whenever it attacks, create a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance, equal to the number of opponents I have. And that's you, Kaiba!
Party pillows don't have to be weird.
They don't.
I know. They can be very weird. That's why I said they don't have to be.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're using a skeleton as a pillow, Skylar, what are you doing?
It's a pill. It's a what?
It's a pile of bones. It's not a pillow.
It's a friend.
It is calcium at best.
Push.
No, please.
Ambush, push.
Hey.
What are you doing?
You stop.
Why don't I wear clothes?
Hello, who would like really hard mozzarella stick? I found them on the table.
That's wooden plank, you idiot.
This mozzarella stick is good for you.
Oh, I touch. Let me touch your face.
Caress me, sir.
I'm trying to, but your face is too far.
I spilled bodies everywhere. But I do know the solution. There's a business called Penn's Catering. Feeding hellspawn and getting bodies gone. Feeling swole.
Okay, I killed their healer. Good puppy. Good puppy. Oh,
Yes.
you need to ride this out to its final tragedy. Like
Guys, I've been talking to this dog for a while, and he's got some good ideas.
I have a technical question. How short is that T-shirt?
It's a crop top.
You.
It's a crop top. It's not lewd. I'm sorry my midriff is there. Don't shame me.
Are you a fucking roller derby chick in 1960s California? Why do you have a crop top?
Or alternatively, are you a volleyball dude in 1980s California?
Roll the dice if you dare. Let's go and find, protect, persuade, deceive. Let your party run free. You can't take back your choice in the ending. So go on and work together. Family of strangers. Help to get a This is your time. It's your story to tell. Enter the world of mercenary. Mischief, mischief, mischief.
On a grassy road to fall into the traps he made, pits with spikes and poison blades. He loved to set a troll afire and use the corpse's burning pyre. Marshmallows and meat to roast, these are the monsters he hated most. Now Fred's retired from his work, still hating giant kin and orcs, but lately thought of one more foe for which he'd seek some toe-to-toe. Why he chose undead to hate, we'll never know. He tempted fate, he lured a lich into the woods and drew his swords and valiantly stood. The lich, amused, released a smile and summoned magic dark and vile. Blasted Fred with a meteor swarm, alas and alack, Fred is no more. If you be a ranger skilled, please listen well, for Fred was killed. If your choice of foe is a lich, life will soon be a son of a la 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 la. La 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 la.
Years ago at the Bristol Renaissance Fair, down in the barbarian glen, we would fight each other with foam, swords, and axes. The barbarians won every battle until one day this dude showed up. He had a big sword, and he dressed just like Jesus. Where are you, warrior Jesus? Here comes a barbarian horde. Where are you, warrior Jesus? With your +7 sword. The air was so still at Bristol that day, in the heat of the late afternoon. Tensions were high, there was no sound or din, as we all met in the barbarian glen, where battle would start oh so soon. The barbarians assembled all in a row, well, a row by barbarians reckoning. They were aligned all zigzaggedly, with ruffer and leather dressed haphazardly. They called us to battle beckoning. We stood and we stared as they charged our small ranks, nervously raising foam blades. Despite our best try, we fell and we died. Foam swords and maces bruised both flesh and pride. Then Jesus appeared in the glade. Where are you, warrior Jesus? Here comes a barbarian horde. Where are you, warrior Jesus? With your +7 sword. Defend us, O Jesus, we're under attack. You'll draw forth your blade and whirl, slash, and hack. You'll lay those barbarians flat on their back, and then on their wounds your hands you will lay, which will heal beyond all rhyme or reason. They'll stand and they'll say, we had a great day. Let's do it again next fair season. He spun and he dodged, and his sword was soon lodged in a fearsome barbarian's torso. He ducked then a spear and fought without fear. Fell 3 more men, took a draught of malt beer. He fought just like Jesus, but more so. When the battle was done, there can only be one. Warrior Jesus stood proudly, avenging our deaths. He left quite a pile of barbarian corpses. He stood and he smiled and said so clear and so loudly, I'm not the real Jesus, no thanks all the same. I saved you, but not in that way. Do not spread this tale by my name, don't you dare. We said, dude, it's okay, it's the Renaissance Fair. This happens every day. Where are you, warrior Jesus? Here comes a barbarian horde. Where are you, warrior Jesus? With your +7 sword. Defend us, oh Jesus, we're under attack. You'll draw forth your blade and whirl, slash, and hack. You'll lay those barbarians flat on their backs, and then on their wounds your hands you will lay, which will heal beyond all rhyme or reason. They'll stand and they'll say, we had a great day. Let's do it again next fair season. Let's do it again next fair season. Let's do it again next fair season.
There's never a wine as ever as fine as made by a vineyard elf. RPG diddly dee and they don't fumble as you tumble to the shelf. Cider's made by a whole halfling, whiskey's made by a gnome. RPG diddly dee and they don't fumble as you tumble to your home. There ain't no beer that brings such cheer as made by an alehouse dwarf. RPG diddly dee and they don't fumble as you tumble or you'll barf. RPG diddly dee and they will sing this song all night. If damn my human drinking's wrong, I don't want to be right. Fortitude. Save. I went to the lands of the noble gnomes, and they gave me a drink in their hillside homes. Gnomish whiskey, single malt. If I drank too much, it's not my fault. Halfling cider from the Shire sets your heart and soul on fire. With a halfling feast, all mirth abounds, and a dem my human drinking song. Fortitude. There's never a wine as ever as fine as made by a vineyard elf. RPG diddly.
All right, adventurers. Hope you enjoyed that little short rest. Got your break in. Did whatever sort of fluid exchanges are necessary for your particular species. But before we jump back into the action, let's take a moment to learn a little bit more about our players.
Hello, and welcome back to the Mercenaries of Mischief. I like to take this moment at the midpoint of the show to say that I'm a very lucky dungeon master, and that I get to play with all these cool people who do stuff on the internet. And I'd like to take this moment to allow them to talk about the things that they do. And we're going to start with Koshano today.
Hey, I am Jonathan, also known as the Mad Maker, also known as various characters on this here show, also the producer here at the Mercs of Mischief. I do a podcast called Proficiency Bonus with friend of the channel Mendari. It's the stupidest D&D talk show on the internet. It's ostensibly a comedy D&D advice show, so check that out. Check out my link tree. It's got links to all the stuff I do. I got a TikTok and all kinds of fun stuff. But also, pay a little attention to our sponsors, Hero Forge. They've been supporting us almost from the beginning. They have cool new stuff out every Tuesday. It's a place where you can build your own character and have it sent to you as a mini, or download the file and 3D print it yourself, or you can take a snapshot of it and use it as your token in Roll20, all that sort of stuff. So please support them because they support us. And oh yeah, we're also affiliate with Found Familiar Coffee. If you like coffee, you like supporting D&D creators, check out the link in the panels of our Twitch channel here, and use the code MERCS at checkout. Save 10% and support the channel.
Thank you so much to our lovely sponsors, and thank you to you, Koshano, for telling us about the things that you do. Next up, we have Norbog, the correct character, whose names I'm saying correctly.
You got my name right. It's almost like I've been playing with you for like 10 months at this point. Hi, I'm Arcady, and I play Norbog. You can usually find me on my Twitter, which is Arcady Cosplay, because I'm over there mostly making costumes and crafting things, and posting pictures of my cat. I do that a lot too. You can find me here every Sunday in this game. You can also find me every Friday over on Mom's Trash Bin, playing Fire Emblem, commentating while Puck plays Fire Emblem is more like it, and it's a good time. I've grown to really appreciate our Friday bonding times, Puck. So come hang out with us on Friday nights on Trash Bin. And I also have a show here called Running with Scissors, where I teach you how to make stuff. And I think a new one is coming out this weekend. This weekend. So keep an eye out for that.
Thank you so much. And I look forward to our Fridays as well. It's kind of nice to play a game with friends again. Okay, look, a little bit of a tangent, but there's a certain amount of joy and catharsis that comes from playing a one-player game while your friends hang around you and comment on it. Like, it's a very specific kind of social experience, and I deeply enjoy it. Penn, tell us about what you do.
Hi, I'm Noctum Sky. You can find me on YouTube, and I have a show here on the Mercenaries of Mischief YouTube called Necronoms. And the potentially, I would posit, maybe the best episode ever just dropped yesterday, where I cooked salmon. And man, if John's face isn't enough right now, apparently I could have almost burned down the kitchen. I don't know.
You could have burned down the kitchen. You could have slipped and fell face first into the stove. Disclaimer. Sky's
I tell you from the beginning, I don't
kitchen
know what I'm
habits
doing.
Are not OSHA compliant. Please take safety and care with hot oil.
Do that. Yeah, no, don't do anything. But I
Get
tell
a
you this in the video.
guard. I'm sending you a splatter guard.
Ooh,
the premise of the show is that he doesn't know how to cook.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a warlock necromancer doing cooking. Go check it out on YouTube. It's hilarious. But I also want to say, instead of plugging anything else specifically, I love playing here. I love all the people I play with. I love being a part of this show. I love being a part of this channel. If you really, really want to help us out, go share our favorite videos or like clips or anything you can share with other communities, other people, and just let them know about us, because that helps us grow and that helps us be able to do more for you guys. So please do that if you'd like to, and support us however you'd like. Thank you. That is my time.
Absolutely. And last but not least, Lilith Singer. Tell us about yourself.
Oh, not Maria Miss. Okay. Poor joke.
Yeah, that character that I, maybe
Drop
we'll
it.
see more of her. Maybe that's a thing that's going to happen. I don't know.
We'll see. Who knows? I don't know. Hi, I'm Dipper Dog. I play Lilith Singer on our Sunday shows. What's up? My head's blank right now.
You draw and you play video games.
Yeah.
And you talk about Claudia a lot, and you
yeah. All accurate.
and people can see you on Wednesday nights as you join us for class trip.
Yeah.
Featuring Joe Cat, Rogue Uzu, Jade Valkyrie, and the triumphant return of Angelo, who you might remember from season 2. Thank you so much, Lilith, for telling us about yourself.
I'm just picturing Sean dressed up as Lilith, living her life and managing it. Like
I'll send you a pink wig. Do you want a pink wig? Got some.
It's like that part in Chicago where they're doing the court case, and he's, how you feeling? Very frightened.
Yes. Did you watch my Chicago Flapper Girl? I did like a Flapper Lilith with
Yes,
Rogue
I did.
Uzu.
I did. It was very good work that you did on for Bards for Bards, which was an excellent charity event for artists that happened just this week, and you guys should check out the stuff for that. A lot of cool people, friends of the show, were in that. And if I was an artist, I totally would have drawn some stuff, but I'm not. I have sausage hands. But
you can draw stuff.
I can draw. Look, people who in our Discord have seen me draw once and never again. All right, so welcome back to the Mercenaries of Mischief. Let's dive right into it. When last we left our heroes, they had decided that while the trial of Vakala Enea was going on and Gilbetta was busy with paperwork, it was time to take care of some wedding planning. Take advantage of the time. So Norbog and Penn went to the Bakers Guild of Waterdeep and met the completely normal, average, uninteresting baker, Durndald Boldharaz, and ordered a cake and possibly some creamy dick pops.
we definitely ordered those.
Okay,
not problem.
definitely ordered a cake.
We're gonna get what we get.
No, I'm not going down that road. Okay. Two paths diverged, and I went down the one that doesn't get demonetized. So next up. I'm proud of myself. That was pretty clever.
Yes, that was a very smart joke.
I'm a smart boy. Koshano went to a bookstore with Lilith. There he discovered many bizarre tomes, some definitely more bizarre than others. They acquired some books. Lilith had a kind of fading starlet moment where she saw advertisements for another popular starlet that everybody knows about, and the poor book merchant didn't know who she was. So there was some sadness there. After which Norbog and Penn went off to the Temple of Selune, where Penn was going to invite Selune to the wedding, which I'm still not entirely clear on, but I guess that's what he's going for. And left Norbog outside with all of his blasphemous shit that he doesn't take into church. And Handy ran off down an alleyway into some random rickety wooden door, and when Norbog went to go investigate, that door burst open, and a wave of severed hands crawled all over her, washed over her, and scattered into the streets. And that's where we pick up.
Of course it is.
Thanks for playing with us.
I love it here. Come play with us, Arcadia. It'll be fun.
So, almost as fast as it happens, they're just like the wave hits you. Do a strength check to stay on your feet. You're pretty good at those.
Cool.
Do a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. 27.
Okay, so yeah, you stay on your feet. So they all just kind of like and just like flop to the ground and crawl off in various directions.
Can I swipe to try and grab one?
You can. I want you to. I want you to make a disadvantage melee attack.
Okay, crap. What the hell do I hit for that? Unarmed strike?
Yeah, unarmed strike and just roll twice and we'll take the lower one.
Okay, there's one. There's two.
Okay, that's a...
23 and a 22.
Oh my god.
I'm strong. This is what I do.
With your ridiculous reflexes, you snatch one of these severed hands out of the air.
Awesome.
And you're holding on to it as the other ones disperse.
Great. While holding it, I go to the doorway, and I instantly drop a magical awareness
All right.
to see if I can get any sense of any magic happening in what is it? A 60-foot area.
All right. Within a 60-foot area from this alleyway, you can detect some holy enchantments upon the temple that you're nearby. But you can also detect the necromancy that makes all of these severed hands move.
Nothing from inside the place?
Nothing from inside the place. Just a open crate with a bunch of stuffing.
Let's be brave and stupid. Let's go in. See what's in that crate.
Okay. So, you go and take a look at the crate. The crate is stuffed with straw. And the straw has been packed down in layers, and it has these circular holes in it where something used to be held. It seems everything's been taken out of it.
And it's not... The magical awareness would have sensed if there was anything magical about that specifically.
Mm-hmm.
And there's not.
And there's nothing. And in fact, the hand that is now struggling in your hand, after the initial shock of what has transpired kind of settles, you can see that hand has a leather strap around its severed wrist. And attached to that leather strap is a black vial.
And the black vial didn't light up as magical, did it?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll go with the hand and take it back outside and look in the daylight. And can I do like an investigation check on the vial and cuff?
Of course.
Investigation? Perception?
I'm going...
Tell me what you want.
I want a... Let's go with a nature check.
Intriguing. Something I'm not good at. 9.
From examining it, it appears to be full of some kind of black alchemical liquid.
I so want to open it, but that's a step too stupid for her.
It appears to be some kind of concoction.
Yeah, I'm smart enough to know that I want other people to look at it before I crack it open. Yeah, I guess I'll just go back to the temple and wait for Penn then. Who I can't hear but is freaking out below me. And I'll figure out what that's about whenever I see him again. But yeah, I'll just keep watch outside the temple and a bit more aware now. But otherwise, I'm just gonna hold this hand's hand.
All right.
Until the others are back.
So, meanwhile, inside the temple, where everything is normal and fine,
I have to recenter as a player because my friend just lost my son.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah.
Did I?
Oh my god! All right.
Okay,
Anyway,
well I couldn't find. He
got
disappeared.
distracted.
The can. We'll have this conversation later.
Anyway, so yeah, I go in the Temple of Selune.
Ben's like, my heart.
I'm so glad I trust my friend so much. Oh, all right. So I go in the temple.
You're in the temple. It's quiet. There aren't as many people praying at the Temple of Selune during the day.
I should have done this at night, but whatever. I guess I'll go. Is there like an altar or something? Is there somewhere where I can go pray?
Oh, there is an altar in front of a large statue of Selune here.
Okay. I will approach that and like I'll kind of root around in my pockets and look for like something, and I'm like, do they take gold here? I don't know. What's a good offering? And like, would I need a religious check to know what is a good offering? I have incense.
You could do a religion check if you like, or you could just attempt something.
Well, let's
however you want to roll it.
Let's say I have incense from Speak from Dead. I'll just take my incense and light it and kind of stick it on the altar, and maybe I'll also drop like 3 gold in the tray, and be like, theoretically that's good. And then I'll be like, okay, I'll take my hat off. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it right. And I'll kind of sit there and get ready, and I will pray in the way that I do. So it starts off with, "What's up, Selune? It's your boy, Penn Wright. I'm in your temple. I don't really love being here, but thanks for the blessing. I'm real close with Gilbetta now. She's getting married. I don't know if you knew that. And I made a big step. I left all my necromancy stuff outside with my friends. So like, this is a show of respect. I wanted to ask because I want to surprise her because I know she's tighter with you. But like, do you ever send like avatars down? Like maybe you'd want to show up to her wedding. I know that would mean a lot to her. I'm sure you're busy, but I know you and I have also got a little bit of a bond through her. So like, maybe I have the agency to make this request. And you can be my god too. He you know, he's pretty cool. So I don't know. Just want to ask that. Let me know. And yeah.
So you are the weirdest person I get prayers from, and I'm a deity.
Oh my god, is she responding?
Yeah, she's responding to you. In your head.
Oh my god. Thank you. Or I'm sorry.
Yeah, look, this is a one-time thing.
That's
okay.
valid.
So I need you to listen up.
Okay.
I gave Gilbetta a test. But she can't know it's a test. And I'm telling you so you can help her. You can't tell her. If you tell her, you will make me upset.
I would never. I won't. I'm so thankful for your blessing, even though I do necromancy. But thanks about that.
Yeah, you're not making this easy.
You're real pretty. Are you the moon? Never mind. Anyway, thank you. I'll do what I can.
Oh, boy. Look, if Gilbetta can disperse the rings before her wedding, I will ordain her marriage. But she can't know that.
I won't
All
tell
right?
her.
She
Okay.
has to do it because I told her to, not because there's a reward.
Okay, but if yes, I'll help. I'll do what I can.
Very
Yes.
well.
Thanks for making it so I never have to sleep. That's pretty cool.
You always talk one sentence too much. I need you to work on this. Just like take whatever you were gonna say and just like dial it back by 1. And then 90% of the time you'll be good.
Thank.
Okay. That you did it. That's improvement. I appreciate it. All right. Selune out.
Mental finger guns. Or wait, just one. Okay. And yeah, literally he stands up in this church, picks his head up, and he's like, okay. And he's, oh, shit.
This is a church!
I'm sorry.
He's just gonna start leaving the last word off of every sentence.
Only when I talk to Selune. I'm sorry, she has no jurisdiction over me. Only in this one instance.
You're not my supervisor.
Yeah, you're not my god. You just help me not sleep. And you're my friend's god. Anyway, so yeah, I'm like, okay, that went way better than I thought it would. That's amazing. I talked to a god today. I am a warlock. All right, time to head outside, where I'm sure nothing bad is happening.
Nope, nothing bad.
Meanwhile, outside.
Mhm.
Norbog, you're holding on to this other severed hand with this strange vial strapped to its wrist.
Yep. With the slow dawning realization that I don't know where Handy is.
Yep. And then you feel something crawling up your leg.
Oh my god, is it Handy?
It's Handy.
Oh my god. I pick Handy up with my non-clutching hand, and I, like, hug him.
Just as the door at the front of the Temple of Selune opens up, and Penn walks out.
Oh, you two are getting along.
Yeah, and I, like, angle away. So, we're definitely getting along. Good news, bad news. And it's kind of the same news. I found you another severed hand.
Handy, did you... That's not how that works.
This one, and I point, because I can't point, but I use the one hand to point to Handy. So, Handy
Handy motions aggressively at the other hand.
Just stop that. Shh. Be good.
Don't talk to my son like that. I reach up and take Handy.
He started freaking out and ran down the street, and then there was this weird door, and it busted open, and about 1,000 other severed hands like this one. It was a wave of grossness. It was pretty gross. I'm a little traumatized, Penn. Little traumatized.
The other party did tell me about the hand witch, right? Or whatever.
The hand wizard.
The hand wizard.
The handyman.
It wasn't the other part. That was your...
That was your party. You weren't around, but they told you. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would probably put 2 and 2 together and be like a bunch of severed hands. We've dealt with that before, but why? Also, are you okay? And I'm looking at Handy, like making sure he and the other hands didn't get in a fight.
For a second, I thought you were asking me, your friend, and a person who loves you dearly, if I was okay. I'm fine, by the way.
Norbog, I can tell you're fine, and also like you look fine. But are you okay? Because they're just hands. Look at him.
It was a lot of hands, and they're aggressive.
Oh,
look at this.
What's that one doing? Is it hurting you?
It's trying to escape. Like it is struggling against your grip.
I can carry 600 pounds. This hand is not going anywhere.
Yeah, I wonder why. What is that? And I look at the vial hanging off. Do I recognize what that is, or is that just some random black goo that I need to go get analyzed?
It looks super familiar. You think you've seen goo like this before?
Okay, this is very important. Is this like Phyrexian familiar or like get big and blow up familiar? Because those are the two black
big and
goos
blow
I
up
don't-
familiar.
Okay, that's bad, and don't drink it. I don't think you would.
Almost did. I mean, you say that, but I thought about it. I did.
Don't, because if it's what I think it is, it's. You know how when you rage, you get kind of bigger? Imagine if you did that, but you didn't stop until you exploded.
Penn, I don't actually get bigger. My fur just stands on end, and I get real puffed up. It's not. I'm not actually bigger.
Well, I've seen some people they act. I don't know.
I just puff up like a little angry cat.
Well, imagine if that was directly
Real?
like, yeah, and you blew up after you got super big and aggressive.
Oh, like explosion blew up?
Yeah, like giant, like huge, like size of wreck the city, and like then you just go because you tear apart from the inside out because like you can't keep up with the growth.
So that's not great.
No, why is it attached to that hand is a good question. Where did you they're in a house?
I can show you. It can't have been that far away.
Sure,
So yeah,
should we
bring
call
him.
the other two?
Yeah, we should probably call the other two, especially since they probably have spells that can identify things, such as identify.
Fair enough. Koshano, we got a hand situation over here on the side of Waterdeep over by the Temple of Selune. Over.
Why are you
Pen,
doing that voice?
I don't know. I saw it in a play once, and I thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah, Penn, for the 1000th time, I don't care about your creepy severed hand friend.
I grab his stone from him. I move his hand to my mouth. No, it's another severed hand. Actually, there were a lot of severed hands. You guys are going to want to look.
You gotta say over, and you gotta go.
Oh, over.
Thank
no,
you.
that's dumb, Pen.
Why
you just did it?
Why do you guys keep doing that noise at the end? Look, this doesn't seem like our problem. Call the city guard or something. Fuck.
What? Koshano, it's the goo.
Put Lilith on the stone. Put Lilith on the
where's
stone.
Lilith?
Wait, I'm sorry. What goo?
It's the goo that makes you explode. It's scary goo. This is bad.
Where are you?
And the hand witch.
Where are you?
Oh God.
Temple
I'm
Selune,
magical.
the big one.
Temple
You know,
Selune,
you
there
lived
go.
here.
Okay.
Over.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Look. All right. We'll be there. And I'll hang it up. Lilith, detour. It's the
He
situation.
didn't say over.
Something that they can't take care of?
Some bard.
Something they can't take care of?
You remember Splice?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Lead the way.
And we take the shortcuts. Move double speed through.
Very well. So you make your way through town, and eventually the four of you reconvene again outside the Temple of Selune. Norbog still clutching the struggling severed hand.
Like you do.
What's wrong with Handy?
That's not handy. God. I think all
This
hands
is a
look
new
the
one.
same.
And there were also a lot more of them, and they scattered throughout the entire city.
They
Caught this
scattered
one, though.
throughout the city. Is that the? Can I?
There were
see
a
the
lot
vial?
of them.
Did
They
all have-
knocked me over, and I'm hard to knock over. I don't know if they all had the vial, though. It was a lot.
May I see the vial?
Yeah, can I slide the bracelet off of it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just slide the leather band off of it and give that to Koshano while holding on to the hand.
I would.
And a small piece of paper drops to the ground.
Oh
no.
I pick it up.
I say, yeah, I'd probably focus on the vial. I would know whether or not this sort of thing is subject to identify, right?
Absolutely.
We've run across it so much. So is identify going to help here?
You identify it, and when you identify it, it comes off as an unknown concoction, and it just kind of like gives you a long list of ingredients, but some of the ingredients can't be quantified.
All right. Does anything about the vial say Splice Labs, or does it? Are there any markings on the vial?
There are no markings on the vial. Piece of paper Norbog picks up.
Yeah, let's look at that.
Says, "Thank you for your purchase. If you wish to acquire more, use the necessary channels."
Well, it looks like someone's selling these things. What are the necessary channels?
I'm sorry. What?
I hand it to Koshano.
Are there any? Yeah, are there any like underworld clues on this thing that would give me an indication of who is selling this shit?
None. It is pristine. Whoever's doing this is making sure that they cover up their tracks as best they can.
Koshano, there was a crate in the house where they came from. I couldn't get anything magical off of it, but you're welcome to take a look at it too.
Yeah. Where was? Yeah. Sure.
I'll walk them back to the door.
This goo was related to Splice, right? That was where we had to go to investigate, and we met that crazy professor and acted like a drug dealer, or I acted like a drug addict. And...
That one of the professors that you did get this from was working with Splice. But this particular concoction, from the information that you have at the academy, is something that's kind of been floating around for a couple years now. The original founders encountered it actually over in Motofufu, but since then it crops up every now and then as people try to perfect it.
Motofufu.
All right.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess I'll investigate around this house and look for any clues to somebody or some organization or group or gang that I would be familiar from my earlier days in Waterdeep.
As you look through it, it appears to be some kind of contraband locker. Kind of an unassuming place where people lock away shit that they don't want other people to know about to be picked up later by other people. So there's other, exotic goods, things that would normally be taxed, all kinds. There's not so much through line between the items, but there are no identifying marks on anything.
Okay.
Can I
All right.
take a light to see if I see any hands running around?
Sure, do a perception check.
Okay.
And I guess I haven't been in the city for a while. I wouldn't. Okay. So, look, in my experience, this is not the sort of thing that we should discuss with the city authority, because there's no telling who is involved. This is a safe house. This is a storehouse. What are you doing, Lilith?
She got a 20 on her perception. she got a 20 on her perception. You don't see any immediately in your sight. Wherever they've gone, they appear to be long gone.
Okay.
I wonder if
we could ask around, but I don't know. Do you have any way of figuring out where this hand came from, or who animated it?
Maybe. I don't know. I can try something though, and Norbog, can I have all my stuff back?
Oh yeah, I would have given it back to you at the temple.
Okay. So I pull out this staff, and I don't know. This is genuinely me asking, because I used to know how to make these. I never did, but I was told at once that I could make them, and I'll kind of talk to the staff in awakened mind, but I'll keep it open so everybody else can hear. And I'll be like, can you... This is a small undead. They're usually not that... They don't have much going on except for mine, because mine's, mine. It's like cat owners. But do you have a way to assert control over like undead of any sort or variety, or I don't know? What can you do?
Well, now, that's a bit of a tall order, but I could break the curse if you like, but that might render the hand inert. I could try to take on the curse, but that might be beyond even my power.
Take on the curse?
Yes. Remove the curse from its original source, and make the source of the curse myself.
What would that do to you?
Well, I don't know. That depends on who instantiated the curse and everything that it does entail.
Phew. Okay. Let me think. If we remove it, it's just a hand.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I was talking to them, but yeah, I guess you're in this conversation right now.
I'm sorry, I was just hanging out to you. I don't know if you're talking to me now.
Everybody, this is my staff. Also, what I
Hello.
don't, I don't
Sure.
think I have a way, unless any of you can like track based on body parts. I mean, the Mage Tower used to have a function for that. I think, right? We used it to locate, or no, that was the cart. I don't know. I have nothing for this specifically. I can remove the curse from it. I cannot force it to compel it to show us where its master is yet.
Maybe we should go in the direction that Norbog's that's seen them. And work
They
our way
went
from there.
everywhere.
We could put it on a leash and take it, follow it wherever it goes.
If they went everywhere, then Koshano had a point. We could ask around.
Does what sort of business holdings does Zelos have in the city these days?
That you know of, most of his holdings have been taken up by you guys in the last deal that you did. You assume he has other holdings that are inside shells and inside shells that he kept separate from everything else, but you're not certain as to what they are.
Yeah, I think I know somebody we could talk to, but you're not gonna like it.
Who is it?
Zelos? He's the last one we know. Last one I know of that was dealing specifically with this sort of things. Or we can just go check out sort of the standard illicit substance movers. We can... I mean, look, the last time we saw this used, the last time I did at least, was in the possession of someone from the Black Hand, but they're not around.
If Zelos has anything to do with it, then and Penn pulls out of his pocket and unfolds a pair of glasses. Owen Stone would probably know about it, which means I would know about it. And I put on the glasses and look at it.
You still have those?
I think, unless someone told me I don't.
Why am I here burning
And looks around.
Why am I burning magical
Some guy
energy
down
to
the
have
alleyway
those?
is just like, you don't have those.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't. Unless, like, as far as I know, I have them.
Would have been useful a while ago. We're gonna have to do an inventory on you.
Yeah, I forget. I got a lot of pockets. Just kind of put stuff in there.
Yeah. Anyways.
Okay. So yeah,
Experiment 266.
Okay. Is there any data or like what is it logged under like a sub tab of like something?
It's just called Experiment 266.
And I'll tell them that.
Yeah,
does Handy have an experiment number?
Handy is classified as specimen 483.
Specimen. So he's a specimen, but this is an experiment. Does the vial show anything up? I'm sorry, I'm just getting it all out of the way.
Glass vial.
Oh, sorry.
I roll my eyes in the glasses. So mad. Without opening it, I can't look at the goo, I guess.
If we're still in this little room, I'll just kind of... Mr. Stone, any chance we could have a word? No?
And he steps out from the alley.
Fuck. Okay. I never know if you're going to show up.
Oh. You're finding it now.
Yeah, is this something we need to be concerned about?
Look. It's not my job to keep track of what you're supposed to be concerned about or not.
Let me rephrase.
But I can tell you.
Go ahead.
Is that somebody has taken up distribution of this particular product again.
And we're not entirely certain who.
Okay,
We have
so
our suspicions.
not you, though.
No. We're on to other things, again, that I can't talk about, but we are.
So, who have you ruled out? Or rather, do you have a short
No one.
list? Yeah.
Hand wizard. Ask him about the hand wizard.
Yeah, you know anything about that?
You can speak to me, Ben.
Experiment-
Yes, a severed hand.
Yeah. Experiment.
That's actually rather clever.
266. Who would be labeling experiments? Specimens.
Someone very stuffy and clerical. He's not into names.
So, you?
Like me, but not me. You don't seem to understand. There's a lot of organizations that you guys run roughshod over that left a lot of things behind. It has to go somewhere.
Yeah, well, we were kind of busy keeping the universe from disintegrating or whatever the fuck.
Yes, and now this is the new world that we live in. And it is a world that is not disintegrated, and I, for one, am thankful.
Oh, good. Perhaps we could take advantage of your gratitude at some point.
Well, I'm here, aren't I?
Well, in the meantime, maybe we can help with this situation. We've got various teams. Is Splice Labs back in operation?
Not that we know of.
I have a question. What do you know of who disposed the dragon cult? Because that's another faction that's in play.
Excuse me?
Oh, is that news to you? Do I know something that you don't?
You do?
Vakela Anna has been displaced. Someone else is in charge of the dragon cult.
I have to go. If I get any further information about the goo distribution, I will let you know.
What sort of things does Inferno covet?
Infernals covet all kinds of things. It's really situational. Goodbye.
No, Inferno, the dragon!
Oh, Inferno. Inferno mastered all fire magic. So if you could give him something new, he might like it.
Thank you.
Farewell.
Look over at Lilith.
And he departs.
All right.
Lilith is presently not around you. She had to take a turn somewhere a little bit away.
I look over to Lilith. What the fuck? Pull out the stone. Lilith! Do I hear it nearby?
Answer.
Or is she gone?
Yeah, I haven't gone too far. I'm like just around the corner. And you see her just kind of squatting on the floor, clutching her head.
Everything, well, clearly everything's not alright. What's not alright?
My head hurts.
I flat out go to her and drop to my knees to be physically near her.
Hurts how? Like from the inside or from the outside?
Inside.
Oh.
I don't know why. When Puck just showed up, my head hurt.
You're very concerned to look over at Penn.
Wait.
Alright, take some deep breaths.
Why would that?
I kind of like tap my head, like open up a private line.
Oh, it's
Please.
open.
A private one, please.
Oh, just between you and me. Yes. And I open it.
The other her is still in there. You know that, right?
I was a little focused on the other me dying, but I suppose I do remember something about that, but why?
She absorbed the Queen of the Hells. I don't know how much control she has over it.
why they don't. She doesn't seem very integrated. She still seems like her, which means that
maybe maybe it's walled off. Maybe it's.
Yeah.
Look, you're the only one I know who's had things in your head.
Yes, but
To
I'm
that
very
level.
open to it. I can discuss. Yeah, I mean, let me talk to her, I guess. And
do not alarm her. Her emotions get the better of her. I have no idea what's going to happen.
she's still Lilith, and I remember the other me knew that Lilith as well. And while rash and prone to violence, she was still Lilith. And yeah, I'll kneel down and kind of. I mean, just for the heck of it, I'll do a medicine check, like that I don't even feel like rolling, because like I'm not actually. It's more just kind of like taking her head and like making sure her pulse is okay, and looking at her and being like, Lilith, have you ever had one of these headaches before? Okay. Do you feel any... I'm just going to be frank with you because I'm your friend. Do you feel the presence of the rest of you within yourself? Are you pushing back? You know, you. When everything happened and you absorbed the other you. You're the only one other than, and I kind of look over at Norbog and I'm like, oh yeah. Are you suffering any ill effects from that?
No, just normal kind of confusion. It's quite a lot having 2 lifetimes shoved in one head, but I don't have headaches over it. It's just a lot.
I get that. Koshano is
Similar.
an amalgamation of 2 dead Koshanos who somehow are back. You absorbed the other you. I have the memories and experiences of the other me, but other than that, and myself, Lilith absorbed the other her, and Gilbetta completely parted ways with her other half. So why?
Sure?
Am I sure what?
She's with me?
I'm not. Was that not a choice you made? I wasn't paying very close attention. I was very distracted at the time.
No, I was making sure I survived.
Did you have any interactions with her? The choices we all had to make. So if you didn't choose to merge, then your other half, one of you would have died. Unless something else happened.
Dead? She attacked me before the welcome badge.
Do you recall a moment a few weeks back? You briefly feeling different, maybe a bit more aggressive, a bit more carefree and assertive.
I get angry. I mean, I feel like I get angrier easier, but I mean, I'm sure it's just stress.
But,
right?
Well, there have been times when you're not just angry, you're mean.
Oh my god. Do I remember other me's memories? Do I remember, did Alt Lilith like hate Owen Stone? One of you two has an answer.
Somebody
Oh, do you remember that?
Does he remember that?
I mean, look, Lilith's not crazy about Owen Stone.
Yes, but would Alt Penn have remembered seeing like Alt
Maybe
Lilith?
there's a history check. I don't know.
Yeah,
if that's what you
try
want.
that.
True.
You can try that and see what you remember.
Just to make
You
things
play Dungeons
easier,
and
you
Dragons
just-
as much as you like.
You just call one Hellsinger, another one Lilith, just to make it easy for you
Yeah.
guys.
That is a flat 10 on history.
You vaguely remember some particular rage directed at him.
other Hellsinger, I was never fond of that name. She was always just Lilith. But was you hated Owen Stone? I mean, you never really liked him, and you've been angry at him, but
I mean, he causes trouble.
yes, but she hated him. The best of my remembrance. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Do you feel angry right now, or do you feel pain? Or both?
I think both. It was really weird and sudden.
But it happened when he showed up.
Yes.
There may be more bleed over than you may realize, and maybe you need to look into that. I don't know. We'll help you however we can, but I can't imagine any other answer. Unless you just have a migraine because you've been drinking, but I doubt it.
Your discussion is interrupted as your sending stone goes off. And it's Wormspit.
Hey, Wormspit, we're kind of sorting some shit out right now. Is this urgent?
The trial has completed.
Oh. Oh. And,
I was wondering if you would like to come back.
I look around, specifically, like, towards Norbog. We'd like to go back or just hear the verdict?
I'd like to go back, but I don't want to leave you guys, especially if Lilith isn't feeling well.
It's fine.
But I'm done.
The keep's probably the best place for her as well. We'll take care of the
It's fine.
rest of our shopping later. Yeah, this is important. I know you're fine, Lilith. You're strong and powerful. I know you're fine, but this is business we need to attend to.
And I link arms with Lilith in a very friendly way, but also in a way that if she wants to lean, she can lean a bit.
I'm on the other side of that link.
Doing the same thing.
Except instead of just doing that, I'm like, and we got the dick pops.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Nothing.
Wait, where? I'm looking around.
I mean, not that they'll be here later with the other cake.
They'll come for the party.
They might be at the place. I don't know how fast this dude works.
Yeah.
I'll call back to Walter. Looks like we're going to have to skip dinner. See if any of the other Academy affiliates in town would like to enjoy it. Very sorry, but there's an emergency situation back home. Please prepare the
Very good, sir.
Teleportation, sir. And then I try to call Gilbetta, but there's no reception in the bureaucratic buildings.
Yeah.
Warded against thunder.
She wouldn't respond in a meeting.
So are we dealing with the hands ourselves, or we're not telling Waterdeep? What's going on?
I wouldn't, because, look, operations of this size, usually somebody in the city guard's paid off, and if they get wind that we're looking into it, we become a job. Frankly, I've got enough complications with Waterdeep at the moment, so...
If they scattered too, Waterdeep may know sooner than later by themselves anyways.
Okay.
Also, fair warning, just in case. I feel like I may have told all of you this, but just because I feel like it's important. If these hands are using the same magic that Handy was originally imbued with, they are, which I will be saying this in Awakened Mind, they have scouting magic usually. Like they act as sending stones, but sensors, visual and auditory, so they hear and see things for whoever sent them out, if it's the same magic. So we should probably put this one somewhere.
I was gonna say, yeah, is Norbog still carrying that one hand?
Should put it in a jar, maybe.
Yeah.
No, it
I'll
already
lock it up somewhere.
it already knows we're looking for it, right? So if she'll hand it over. I'm gonna take the.
I'll hold it for you. I don't trust that I caught. It was hard to catch this thing. Trying to figure out how much I trust you.
Well, I'm definitely gonna. I've removed the bracelet and the thing and anything else off of it.
All right,
Look.
don't let go of it.
Whatever it belongs to, it's already seen us, right? Send a fucking message. I pull out my weapon. What do I get?
All right, you get. Good question.
I'm walking around the corner.
guessing?
I don't want to be in here for this.
You get the Obsidian Greatsword.
Oh.
Fantastic. I put it down and I like step on the fingers of it and wham right through the palm.
And it rots away.
How did it talk?
It rubbed its pinky and ring finger together real fast.
That's just the first thing that everybody is like, that was weird.
Didn't know they could do that.
So that is done and your message is sent. And as the party arrives back at the Avalon Knights Academy, there is a kind of procession outside of the Academy Keep as Vakala Enna is brought out. And it is announced that Vakala Enna has been found guilty of his crimes of wanton destruction throughout the Sword Coast. And that he will be sentenced to confinement and rehabilitation here at the Avalon Knights Academy. And as he is being taken off, there's the sound of wing beats. And an enormous black shadow dragon lands in the center of the keep grounds, the academy grounds.
A familiar one?
Never.
Yes. Okay. And she slowly takes on her drow form. And she's very finely dressed. She appears to be here to pick up Kalazar. And Vakala Enna watches this in awe. And quickly struggles himself away from the guards and runs shackled up to Nuvarim. He says, "Great Dragon, I beg you. I need your assistance. I pledge myself to your strength. Please, lend me your power." And Nuvarim just kind of rolls her eyes. And she says, 42. What? I don't understand. That's how many organizations have come to me asking for my power. That's how many have shown up at my doorstep and asked that I assist them with some new world order, some apocalypse, some warlord, some stupid thing that's supposed to change the world for the better at the end of a sword. And every single one of them, a miserable, joyless nobody, who fell at the hands of who? People like these. These joyful idiots who have found a happy life trying to improve the lives of others. There are too many people like you, young half-dragon, that think that they can change the world if they have enough men, if they have enough powerful things, if they have a bigger army, if they have the sacred salad tongs of Toshway or whatever you're looking for. But it doesn't matter. There are other ways to find joy. And I suggest you start looking for it. and she just walks past him to go get Calazar. And he is just like the color has drained out of his face. And he just slumps as Nuvarim walks past the lot of you and being like, "Oh, hello! Calazar's taking me to the opera." I had to convince him, but we're going.
Which one? Which one are you seeing?
It's supposed to be something about the fights between the gods, something to do with Torm and Cyric. It's supposed to be very exciting.
So sweet.
Very interesting. Great story.
So lucky.
I would love to have a chat with you later, but I don't want to hold you up. Dear lady, it is a pleasure to see you as always. You enjoy it.
Oh, good to see you. We'll chat after the opera. Oh, and by the way, I did have a message for you as well.
Oh.
And she pulls out a piece of paper and hands it over. My contact came through.
Oh.
It's a location. She didn't say much. But if you go there, you should find information that will lead you to your lost vampire. Toodaloo.
Never mind. No, back to the party. Invite. Yes.
Oh, absolutely, darling. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Yes. I mean, great.
And Nuvarim departs, and that's where we're going to end today.
Just as you walk by Vakala Anna back over to, I imagine this is important information, so the war room. I'll just pat him on the shoulder. Well, welcome to the academy, I guess.
And thank you all for watching. That's it. That's it today. That's the show, guys. Man, what a trip. I had a lot of fun today.
Make sure you don't
it's
leave
almost
till after the credits.
That's almost it. We got a post-credit scene today, guys. Get ready. That's coming. So again, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to my incredible players. Tune in next week. We'll have Gilbetta back in and we'll continue the story. Thank you so much to our wonderful sponsors. Thank you to Found Familiar Coffee. Be sure to hop on there and help them out. Boost their name up. Tell them we sent you. Use the Mercs thing. Get 10% off. Thanks to Hero Forge. Thank you to my friends. Thank you to the people who raid and the patrons and the people who donate and everybody. There's no show without you guys. So thank you so much for helping us keep this train going. Stay tuned for the raid and cutscene. Or the post-credit scene, and until next time, class dismissed.
It's D&D, it's D&D, it's D&D, it's D&D. We all agreed to play some D&D. That means role-playing, fighting and slaying, solving puzzles, maybe it's just me. But you guys won't?
No, we won't.
You guys just don't?
No, we don't.
Follow a single plotline through and through. I'm not complaining, but instead of gaming, you find the weirdest other things to do.
The scene opens in a kind of neglected part of the library. The bookcases are a little sparse there, and it's a place that Norbog doesn't often frequent too much, but she's on her tippy toes at the very top shelf of the section on goblinoid history and is very frustrated. She's clearly pulled down about 20 books and left them on the ground or scattered around her, and she frustratedly yanks another one down, flips through it, and then tosses it over her shoulder carelessly as it goes whizzing by inches away from Wormspit's face.
Oh my,
Oh God, Wormspit, I'm so sorry. I'm so careless. I'm sorry. Are you okay?
No problem at all. Are you looking for something in particular?
Yeah, but I'm not sure it exists. We don't seem to write things down. Wormspit, is there anything about bugbears written by bugbears?
Well, the problem with goblinoid history is we tend to pass it down verbally. But there is something else. There was a story. It used to be passed around my camps before I, became what I am today. There was a tale about, they used to say it, the Rusty Shank tribe, that when
the humans lived in their cities in the sky, that we in fact had our own civilization down here.
It's
I thought it a legend.
How do you even track things like that down, though? I mean, I tried to ask my parents about our family, now that they're both here, and things are pretty peaceful, but Worm said it's just us. There's no communities.
If there is some weight to this, then we must look for the oldest goblinoids we can find.
Well, I'm trying that, and I pull down another book, flip through it, and someone knew once. Entire groups of people don't just rise out of nowhere in scattered warbands across a continent. Everyone else comes from somewhere. So where's the oldest bugbears? Why did we forget?
I think I may have a lead. But it's a bit of a treacherous journey. Here, I'll draw you a map.
Okay.
And he sits down with you and he draws a map that leads to an area just outside the Trollclaw Forest. Now, I've heard tell of an old hermit that lives out there. Word is that he's a bugbear. Long gray hair. It's been around for many years. But I've also heard that he lives a very peaceful, very comfortable life.
Doesn't seem that unusual to me.
True. It's not unusual for us, but perhaps he harkens back to another time that we want to know about.
Maybe somebody has to remember something. It can't just be this.
I'm inclined to agree. I had thought I would have to do all of the work of building our new society from the ground up. But if it's possible that there is a group of our people that have already gotten this rolling, then, well, it brings me great joy to think about.
Well, I'm glad to have your help. You're more clever than I am, Wormspit, so I appreciate it.
Well, I will leave this task entrusted to you. I have too much work to do with my rehabilitation work here at the Academy.
Of course, I can probably get my mom or dad to help, or maybe see if there's other goblinoids who want to come help too.
Absolutely. Thank you for this. I hadn't thought about that story in years.
Well, of course, and I'm like now very embarrassed that I've made a mess of the library, and I'm trying to like put them back up in possibly alphabetical order. And well, I'm glad you're thinking about it. It's nice to look forward for once.
Let us look forward together, my friend.
Okay.
All right.
And if you want to know where forward is, donate more.
Again,
continue the Norbog story.
2 ways to get these cutscenes. You can either donate live during the show. It's not cheap, but it does fundamentally change the world once 5 scenes have happened in the same storyline. Or join our highest tier on Patreon. In addition to the other benefits, you can assign 1 cutscene per month with your donation. But stay tuned for the raid. And I don't know. We still got to figure out how we end this after the cutscenes. Or does it just end?
There was adventure, but you guys wouldn't venture. Instead, you said the mountains looked real nice. Middle of winter, you went to the hinter, lands of permafrost and frozen ice. You hid from every danger, you wizard, rogue, and ranger, and found the perfect valley for your quest. In the lands of no man.